It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Yeah, I hoped you knew it. I mean, how was I supposed to know?
I was hoping it would never
Welcome to the final episode of Nocturne.
Welcome to episode 12 of Perspective Check. Our game of D&D, where I think everyone is afraid that I'm going to kill them tonight, but I'm not going to kill anybody. The Behir they're fighting is going to kill them.
I hope you kill us. I forgot about
I think we can still talk it out.
God knows what
we talk our way out of this.
We'll turn him into a snail and talk about what to do for 3 hours.
Hey, it worked in that
You know
first
what?
fight.
We talk about everything for 3 hours. Everyone's making a big deal out of the snail. That was like asking if we wanted to go left or right.
Hey, you know what? You talk too damn much.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talk over him on. Guys, you ready for tonight?
It's just a fucking giant Behirs.
Are you ready, Jim? I hope you're ready.
No one's watching, come on.
It might be.
They just tell us they're watching.
Natalie, I hope you're watching. She better be.
Hey Natalie, if you're watching.
Hey,
Steve,
Natalie.
hello in the future.
Steve,
Steve
Nutty
watches
Buddies?
Retro. So yeah, Steve
Retro.
just watched like episode 6, I think he was texting me today.
Oh yeah, I was texting
He was
him.
watching Mount Celestia. Good times. So, if we're all ready.
Hope he's doing well in the afterlife. Yeah.
Rip.
Rip
Steve.
Rip Steve, man. Alright, everyone, roll for
Rip in
initiative.
peace,
bro.
Guys,
Pretty much.
on the last exciting episode of Dungeons and Dragon Balls.
I do mean rip on like a board. Like rip.
You really need to get the guitar riff that plays after.
Oh my god. I'm gonna record it when I get home. On my guitar.
You're gonna sit over here.
I'll record it.
Please do.
Our band of adventurers, Nocturnum, traveling north of Narc, on their way to clear themselves from an agreement of sorts with the Thieves Guild, who's extorting them to do their bidding to clear a mine that they operate with. Something has stopped business, and if they don't stop whatever is causing the problems, Sindal's father's life will be in danger. The group arrived at the mine, traveling down, finding it, the upper levels looted, looked over, but found an elevator, worked their way down into the mines below. Seeing at the bottom of the elevator just carnage of the miners who had been here before, choosing one of the 3 paths, not the one that seemed as if the large creature that was down here had gone down before. They went down one of the side tunnels and along the way were attacked by 2 Umber Hulks, large, strange creatures from the Underdark. And in a rather strange encounter
Easily dispatched.
of fear,
It worked.
polymorph, the Umber Hulks were eventually dispatched.
And Barbarian Rage.
We learned a lot of scientific facts, too.
And Barbarian Rage. There was a fair amount of Barbarian Rage. Traveling further down the tunnels, they came to a large central chamber where it looked like that it was the main area of the mining operation. Using one of Zarn's major images, he made an illusion of himself, sending it forward with Sindal's dancing lights following it. Without any of the group taking the time to say, we should douse our own lights, standing in the center of this dark chamber.
That would have been a mistake.
The illusion
Then we
went
wouldn't have
out
been able to
beyond
see anything.
beyond the edge of their torchlight, where they saw a large blue snake-like creature with legs lining down the side of it, lash out and breathe lightning on the illusion of Zarn.
Can't really be a snake-like creature.
They realized that they had seen one of these before. It was a Behir, but this one was smaller than the last one they saw before. And they heard the low rumble of growling above them as they looked up, and they saw a much larger, full-sized Behir. A streak of lightning growing up through its chest. That was where we left off. So, guys, Korak, you have a question?
Was I raging?
Oh no.
I think it ended.
Oh yeah, that ended a
Wait,
while ago.
'cause
You
we
guys
had
took a short
travel.
rest after the Umber Hulk. But guys, I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
All right, this
I
the
thought
roll,
the Behir was gonna start talking.
in the roll off from my
What are
Behir?
you doing in my cavern?
Why are you here?
What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello, welcome. Get out of my swamp.
Side note, out of curiosity.
This die rolled 2 natural 20s in its roll off for the other dice. Now it rolled a 2. I do have advantage though.
Out of curiosity, Cody,
Yeah, almost.
That's better.
had we
Oh,
discussed the fact that we were walking down the hallway with light on previously to actually entering the room?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was curious about that.
You guys lit everything back up again.
I actually thought we would put them out because
No,
there
it's
were no torches on the wall, but everyone said it's already lit. It's not a problem.
No, you had said that in the Umber Hulk tunnel.
Is that not connected to this?
That was one of the side chambers that you were down chasing that thing. So.
Fortunately, we're all grouped up in one big ball.
Oh, that's great. I sure hope the Umber Hulk gets first initiative so it can fucking, I don't
You
know.
mean the Behir?
Behir, whatever.
Surprise round.
I'm
dude.
pretty sure it already has a surprise round on us.
Have you even played D&D?
God, Stubby. You know anything about anything?
Yeah, I kind of forgot that it would probably have a surprise on this one. This is bad.
Don't I have something that I can't be
He's
surprised? Oh wait, I can't be surprised when I'm raging, I think.
I think you have the option to go into a rage to avoid
These buttons
surprise
are
round.
in case you need them.
Not that it'll help much. It's on the
D6s,
ceiling.
I'm so happy I bought potions. Oh wait.
No,
I did it.
How did I light these up?
Thank you.
I was actually not in the room with them at all. I was
That's
50,
not. That is not true in the
50
slightest.
yards
Smaller.
behind them.
I'll hand you that. Yeah, well.
I wasn't even in the cave.
I specifically said that I'm. What's the range of lightning? Oh, I'm that far behind.
Oh,
Definitely.
I didn't even go with them in Ark.
I'm gonna use my legendary action to make these things disappear.
Nice!
Oh,
thank
thank
God
God
for
for
Oh, your
Fenrir.
special banishment move, right? Where you
Legendary-
can banish one large
That legendary
creature.
action one shot.
No, it's called
Yeah.
Special Dwarven Banishment. That's the name of the spell. It's called Special Dwarven Banishment, and it can only be used as a legendary action by a specific character named Fenrir. And
Who has
only
a
one
wood
character.
The entire D&D universe.
Well, now I know what I'm making next campaign.
Special Dwarven Banishment. Yeah, it's the thing. Don't you know?
I have my own class.
We use divine
Fenrir
intervention.
class.
Would Fenrir come to help us? Is that how that works?
I'm a dwarven Fenrir.
I think we would just get a second chance.
Level 9.
I think that's how it would work.
There's
I really like that one.
There's only one of me.
Way out of this tunnel.
I really like that.
and
Into
moves
where we
down
are.
a little bit further to be better in the camera angle.
Alright, so I rolled some good initiatives, guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I wrote an okay initiative.
I didn't.
That's the
Initiatives 25 to 20.
Maybe not.
Initiatives 20 to 15.
19.
17.
I got worried for a second.
Did you roll for all bear as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
What did you roll, Building 17?
17.
Okay. 15 to 10.
Boys. I'm changing number.
13 for Sindal.
11.
I spent a little bit of time yesterday thinking about the accent for my new character.
Good. That's what I like to hear. I feel Griner about tonight. The one off in the new house. It's brilliant.
Oh yeah.
13 for
You
Sindal.
guys are gonna battle a level 20 human dwarf Fenrir as the final boss of my campaign.
It's the level 1. You want to make it fair.
That's true. That's true.
What are you?
Because you're just
I
being
have no
rude.
idea.
and you
I
have
don't even
this
know when I'm moving in the house yet.
7.
You're so strong.
It always comes back to haunt me.
I
That
just
number.
think you're gonna give.
Sorry, where are we?
Like a heads up so that we can.
Oh yeah,
Guys
I'll
are
be
all
there
right
for
here.
Well, I mean,
I'll try to request like in
Because-
the morning.
Oh, what did I barrel?
Possible.
6.
I'm
Oh, wait, I don't actually know. Wait, sorry.
Saturday, if it's
What's his
Saturday,
dex?
then
No, 5
I should
technically,
be
I guess.
guaranteed off.
Because you rolled a 3, you had +2.
We'll see that.
Yeah,
see what
he
works
doesn't.
best
I don't
for
think he
him.
has 16
I
dexterity.
can request off Sundays or
okay.
Friday nights pretty easily.
Well, I kind of guessed with those numbers because you didn't
So
actually
if you
give
just
me.
give,
But
like, if it's like 2
Okay,
weeks notice,
so-
I can just go right at
Correct.
request off.
I'm first.
Lily,
My first roll was a 2. I have advantage on initiative.
Shindol,
What is that a feat?
Mhm.
Or is that
That's a barbarian thing.
barbarian
or something.
thing. Yeah, he gets that
By
all
the
the
way,
time.
what's level 20? I'm sorry, I'm not.
So,
That was a question my brother
you
asked.
see, in the center of the room here, all of you are here. You backed up against the wall. You're trying to do your perception check to see if you could hear anything. Roll high enough.
Yeah, I tried
You
to check
see-
the waffle.
The smaller creature that had appeared out from this area here and lunged out at the illusion of Zarn, snapped at it, breathed lightning on it, realizing now that it is not real.
Fenrir already teleported.
You see
to
also-
it. He's already gonna kill it.
About 20 feet above you.
He got the platforms! Oh shit, it's right above us?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like 15
I thought it was
feet above
above
us.
us.
Like,
I thought it was
Oh
above
no,
us in the
it's
middle of the room.
it is above
girl,
you
we
here.
fucked.
Dude, fuck that.
It is 20 feet up above you.
Wait, what happened to 50?
Fuck
Wait, I
that
think
shit.
I
That's
know.
not.
I said
that's not to
15.
scale
Oh,
either.
15.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Ooh.
That
Snacked
is the
down by the
No, wait.
DM.
Is his size is to scale?
Yeah, he's a huge creature.
He is, but ours isn't.
Right.
Fuck.
So, in this one's surprise round, Korak, you have the option to rage.
I would like to go into a mild rage.
Okay, so you go into a rage, and now you can move and do your normal turn. Use your bonus action to go into a rage.
Before he attacks, I can? I thought I still had to take the hit.
No, because
Oh!
you can go into a rage to
Pick
avoid
somebody
being
else to
surprised.
That's actually not a bad
You
idea.
can go into a rage to avoid being surprised.
Who's beside me?
A bear and Fenrir. And Zarn is a little bit over here. Lily is tucked behind Zarn like she always
Fenrir.
is.
Fenrir would resist my pull. I'm gonna grab a bear and run and jump and get out of the way.
Okay, so with that you will be at half speed.
Right.
So
20.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And I imagine that's my action as well.
Yes. It's your action to kind of grab him and
Right.
pull him with you. All good?
That's all I got.
Okay. Now it is his surprise round. He's going to climb 20 feet down the wall
This looks not good.
to here. I need Zarn, Fenrir, and Lune to all roll dexterity saving throws.
Not Lily?
It is a 5-foot line.
Oh, but it's a line.
Oh god.
Yeah, I have
scary.
no idea how these creatures work.
That's
so-
scary.
Legendary resist dexterity check. No, that's not bad.
Alright.
Don't tell me your number yet.
Feeling like Lune's probably not going to be doing so well. I don't know what your percent is.
That's not good.
Ooh, that's real, trust me, it's really not good.
Oh, fuck off.
I hate you.
I love it.
You're at a 19.
Alright, I think Lune's
Half damage.
That's pretty good.
I'd rather.
Lune?
I remember like months ago.
Lune
You guys are a lot stronger than I thought.
has
Yeah.
a 9.
Oh,
Fail.
I see.
And
Okay.
Fenrir had a 7. I mean, no. Sorry. Lune had a 17. Fenrir had a 9.
Oh man, sorry.
Okay, so
At least he
Lune passes, Fenrir fails.
Okay.
Use your legendary resistance.
So you take, at half damage, 34 points of
Oh,
lightning damage.
Fenrir is taking 60.
Fenrir takes 68 points of lightning damage, and Lune takes 34 points of lightning damage. As the creature.
Oh, hot damn!
This burst of electrical energy in a 20-foot line blasts straight through the three of you. This pain. Zarn managing to duck out of the way, but still feeling the burning energy kind of roll across you. Fenrir, you take it just fully on your person, and you just kind of lock up in place for a second.
His beard goes all staticky.
Yeah, your beard all of a sudden is now perfectly straight, pointing downward. How much HP does Lune have normally?
Lune is dead like 5 times over.
You see
She's dead
Lune
forever.
attempting to duck out of the way. It's just
Oh,
thrown into
God.
a light dust. And now the surprise round is over.
It's the Behirs' turn! Yay!
It's the young Behirs' turn.
Okay.
Oh god.
The young Behir is going to attempt to recharge his lightning breath. It is going to.
I'm sure
Shift
he only
over to
gets
here.
one of those kinds of attacks.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you know how they work?
No, and
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you.
It
He literally
does
said like 5 seconds ago. He doesn't know how they work.
a bite attack against you.
I can't.
That's a
Can't hear the hate.
No, I don't.
23 versus armor class.
That is a hit.
So you take 15 points of piercing damage, halved,
Reduced to 7.
reduced to 7. And against Albert, that's a natural 2. So the tail whoosh, comes swinging towards Albert, but he manages to throw his shield up and kind of stumble back away from the blow of it. Korak, you're up.
Ooh. Alright, this bitch just bit me. Let's go ahead and attack 2 times? 2 times.
2 times.
Recklessly.
Alright.
And I will rage. I'm already raging.
You're already
You're already raging.
Eins. That's not good. 16?
That's a hit.
Cool.
Need to borrow dice, Eric?
No, I think I'm alright. I'm first in initiative. Oh, that's good. That's a 26.
That's another hit. So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's see. It's 1d10.
Oh, okay. So you don't have your shield on.
No, correct.
Oh yeah, I guess there would be no point in you having your shield on at this point. So,
Well, I just didn't before, so
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna like.
that's fine.
I'm so bad at identifying D10. Okay, first one. $11.
Okay.
10. You're tired.
Two big swings with the longsword, going out slashing against the scales, managing to not like kind of chip the scales and knock away at them, not necessarily getting into the flesh underneath, but the creature recoils back in pain from the blows. Lily.
I was just gonna check something real quick.
What's going to?
I'm gonna turn myself invisible.
Get out of here. Hey, Kaylee, can you do me a favor? Could you show me a paper towel real quick?
Oh, to wipe the.
Yeah. Got a minute. I'm looking for something.
Thanks, buddy. I hate being trapped over here, if it's any consolation.
I'd rather get up and do it than have to like scooch my chair.
I'd rather get my own paper towel than, yeah. You understand.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's the last
You
thing I'll
turn
do.
bird.
I'm gonna be dead.
Plus, I'm gonna get you your
I'm
eggs,
going
so.
to run away.
Okay.
Now wait, can I? I can't dash because that was my action.
Correct.
So I'll just move. I want to move as much as I can
I'll put my
over
hand in her
towards
face. I
here.
don't want anybody to see my sadness.
I'm double checking something real quick.
I could not find anything that talked about attacks of opportunity if I'm invisible.
Is that what you're looking
It's
at?
Well, I turned invisible
I
because I
think-
want to move away.
I
And
think
not
they get to
have-
attack, but they don't get. They have disadvantage.
They have disadvantage because they cannot see.
I think
you,
that's what
so-
it is.
But because they still know that you're elite, they see you go poof or whatever it might
They
be.
feel
but
you,
they
or
know
smell
that
you, or hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely sees you while you're trying. Like, it can see the spot where you're leaving from. So, if you're running away, go ahead and make. He makes an attack at disadvantage because he can't actually still see you.
Real quick.
That's only a 15 versus armor class.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's a miss.
So you see as the creature's head lunges forward into the dirt, his arm over your head after having just ducked out of the way. It knocks up some of the stones and dirt as you are running where?
I'm gonna run towards this area.
Did you just paint Lily invisible for this?
No, it's
No, we have an extra
Just ran
copy of
over
that
it.
mini that's
Invisible
clear.
paint.
it's so useful.
Are you doing a bonus action or anything else?
I'm Not well. Yeah, I probably should. I can bonus action healing word without revealing myself. Correct.
If you cast a spell, it drops your
Oh,
invisibility.
fuck that then. I'm staying invisible for the time being.
All right. At the end of your
The
turn,
rest of the fight.
I'm good at
I
time.
think it lasts an hour.
the adult Behir goes.
Oh, yay.
It's after you make
So,
over your corpses.
The adult Behir is going to make a bite attack against you. That's a 27 versus armor class.
The wizard who wears no armor. Yeah, that's almost it.
That's 21 points of piercing damage.
Holy shit.
And it's going to make a constrict attack against you, Zarn. It's a 26 versus armor class.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Alright, so that is 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Plus only an additional 6 points of slashing damage.
I'm out.
As the tail slams into you and wraps around, you can see the spine around the top of it as it cuts into you. Knocks you unconscious, but it has you
Holy
grappled.
shit. You
And
must
that
have been
hit
low
is
from the
going
last
to-
fight or from before.
What's that?
Are you low from before?
Back wall.
What is your HP?
That's 57.
He's going to run over in this direction. as
Wait,
he
hold
has
on.
You
gotten
see me for
there.
30 something and then 20 something and then 6.
Wait, is that right? Oh, I must have missed one of those. I didn't hear the 20.
He got hit by the lightning breath at the start of it.
Oh. That's what I forgot.
So no.
He grabbed him.
Yeah, as he slashed him, the tail wrapped around him and pulled him with him.
I was like, Troy can't have 27.
Am I next up?
So no, you're next.
Jesus. Alright.
Boards.
Well, he doesn't. He has bitches.
I guess I'm going to. Let me just make sure, because I'm pretty positive this is what I'm about to try and do. How far away from me is he?
Troy, did you make any noise as you went unconscious?
What's that?
Did you like cry out?
He is 30 feet away from
Probably
me.
not.
Okay, I'm going to.
But we can see.
I'm going to cast banishment on him.
Yeah, but I'm in a rage.
Okay, what kind of saving throw is that?
Charisma.
I can see.
That's a 9. Wait, yeah, 9.
Yeah, definitely not.
So how does it work?
If the target is named target is named to a different plane of existence, then you're on one. Target is banished with faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space left or its nearest occupied space is occupied. Otherwise, the target doesn't return.
Does it take?
So 1 minute.
Does it take a creature
Concentration.
that it has grappled with it?
You guys see as Zarn is being pulled
It's the
away,
creature.
the blood trail kind of being left behind as the creature is looking down at him, attempts to lift his tail up, and looks like he's about to drop Zarn into its mouth. You all of a sudden hear this pop sound as the creature
Thank you.
disappears from sight, and Zarn slumps to the ground unconscious.
And I'm going to
Just for my sake, I'm going to leave that there as a reminder of exactly where he was.
I'm going to continue stepping backwards towards you backwards, right? Correct. Right there.
Okay.
And stay there. Maintaining concentration, and I'm just gonna say, is he alive? Is he alive? And that's all.
You hear a little bit of flatulence slip from my butt cheeks.
He's alive.
I mean, the dead shit, so... Fenrir, you're up.
Wait, so he's dead. Shit.
You don't know.
Yeah.
There's just
You see him lying limply on the ground as there is just scorched hair and blood around
I don't
him.
see
You don't see any of
I don't
that.
see
You are in a rage against the
And
Behir.
something bit me.
Fenrir.
I'm gonna move towards Zarn.
Fuck, I'm gonna carry him out of here.
Okay, you get almost the whole way to him. He's about another 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Can I use some of the dash to get to him?
Yeah.
And
But that will
will
be
I
back.
have the rest of it to dash back if necessary?
You can pull him, but you can only pull him 2 more squares.
Okay. All right, I just want to get to him.
Okay, so that's... You still have
Is
20
he
feet.
alive?
Make a medicine check.
Crit.
Yeah, he's alive. You can still see that he's breathing. His breathing is very shallow.
God, that stinks.
It's not a very high check to see that he's still alive, but you can
What's
see
your max
that he
HP?
is-
57.
Alright, I'm going to cast Lay on Hands on him.
You had to dash to get to him, which is your action.
Son of a
But wait,
bitch.
he's Fenrir.
Oh,
But he is Fenrir.
I'm gonna pick him up and put him over my shoulder
Legendary healing.
Okay, and where are you moving?
and just move back towards Cindy.
You did that without an action?
To grapple and drag it.
To kind of just drag somebody that's fully unconscious. Yeah.
Do I have a is my bonus action?
You still have a bonus action.
Alright. I want to give him what is a greater potion?
So
It takes a full action.
it's a full action to administer a potion to someone else.
It's a bonus to take it.
To drink it yourself is a bonus action.
Alright, never mind then. My bonus let's see, hold on here.
Oh, dude, you got
Cody wants to kill my character.
Could have been me.
Oh.
I mean, if he would have aimed that.
I can
Lightning
use my
blast
Oath of
at
Vengeance
me.
spells as bonus actions, yes.
Correct.
I would have hit like any of them.
The only thing that you could swear your oath against at this
Rack
point would be
one,
the young Behir. Because the other one you can't see at this point.
Yeah. It's not on this plane of existence.
Okay. You just saw the creature just all of a sudden just...
How long does your spell last? 1 minute?
You don't know.
You would have no idea.
Oh, that's a good point.
What you doing, man? Anything else? You're just gonna call it there for this round.
I'll call it there for now.
Sorry, roll me a death saving throw.
Pass.
Okay, so that's one success. I'll bear. I'll bear.
Oh, sorry.
Hey Mario.
Sorry. It's an acceptable one. All right.
Yeah, for anyone that's new to watching, Albert is our other player that's normally here, but he's not here, so
Nerd.
Stubby is our
had a plan.
Jaeger for the night.
I had a plan until I'm not gonna get into the specifics. So I will cast a. Oh, he got dragged.
Yeah.
And he's actually close to the. Oh, shit.
He's
About
literally
25 feet away from you.
right beside.
Oh, 60
The young
foot.
lady.
Okay. I'm going to cast a mass healing word.
Ooh. What level are you casting that at?
This is.
I imagine that's gonna put me in.
You should have one level 5 and then 3 everything else on the first level.
Yeah, I don't believe that he expended basically any spell slots in the last fight.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm going to cast. How does it? What does it
Classic.
increase? Let me see. 1d4 for each slot.
Radiance of the dog.
I will cast a mass healing word at a 4th level then.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 5. 2d4 plus 5.
Oh, that'll heal me up.
So that is. So it'll be 9 HP to people. Let me just make sure that.
Up to 6
Up
creatures.
to 6
Is
creatures.
there a radius?
How many people are there?
You have 6. You have 6 players.
All right. So and it's 60-foot range.
It's a 60-foot range, so
So
that gets all that.
It
Gets
should
all
be able to
60.
get everybody.
Yeah.
So
Say
everybody
9?
gets.
So everyone heals 9 points of HP. Also remember that you have the Dawn Hammer, if you so choose, that you can dump in an extra D4 to heal a little bit more.
Let me think. How many people got hit by the lightning?
You're solid too.
These
you don't
two.
have to do any more.
I will dump a extra. Yeah, the
You
Dawn
got
Okay,
Hammer.
9
so
HP.
mark that off on the thing where I have the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zarn got 9 HP, right? He's good.
Well, he's about to get a little bit more because he's using one of the charges on the hammer.
It's an extra 2.
So everyone that is below it,
Oh, 3
max HP
charges.
takes 11 HP.
Do I get temporary hit?
No. That's not how that works. So Zarn, you all of a sudden, oh, everything hurts. Oh, everything hurts.
Oh, I can't believe I let that fork slip when I died.
So embarrassing.
You are not aware of that.
And I just.
I can smell it.
You just feel this.
Everyone knows their own sin.
You feel this crushing pain on your side from where the tail hit into you, as you can also feel the cut there as well as it dug in underneath your armor into your arm.
And I just bang my shield against the baby Behir that's in front.
Trying to get its attention a little bit more. Okay. So, Behirs' turn. Does not recharge its breath. Okay. So it's gonna make 2 attacks again. The one against. Actually, let me see.
Bring it on, bitch.
What did you do?
Okay.
as
No,
a
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't understand that.
It's called mass healing word.
So it's gonna do
Right.
1 attack against Albert,
Just heal.
which is a 21 versus armor class against Albert.
No. It's a meat.
Meat beats. So Albert takes 9 points of piercing damage from the bite, and then the tail is against you with advantage.
Okay.
That's a 24
That's
versus
definitely
armor
a hit.
class. So you take
Fuck.
11, have to 5 for bludgeoning, and 13, and then 6 points of slashing damage as well.
So
As the tail.
that's with the discount of 6?
Oh wait, hold on. So yeah, it would have been the first number plus the additional 6.
Well, the 6 was already halved.
Yes, the 6 was
Okay.
yeah, the 6 was
I
half.
just
So
wanna
yeah,
make sure.
as the tail slams into you, you feel the same row of spikes along the tail as it slams in against you.
So it was
Creature
11
is-
and 12 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to
Oh, you bitch.
just shift around this way to here,
Provoking.
provoking an attack opportunity from Albert, who just has a plus proficiency, which would be +4, because his strength is 0.
So 17 to attack.
17, that hits this, so it's just a straight d6.
36.
2
I'm healthy as fuck.
points of damage.
Okay. At the end of its turn, Korak.
That's this motherfucker. I'm just gonna attack him twice again, both times recklessly. Naturally.
Keep
I'm
track. Yeah, keep track.
gonna use the critical roll die this time though. Since I'm wearing the hat. That is a 23 to hit,
23 hits.
and that is a 26 to hit.
So the hit. Go and roll damage.
Huh. That's a 9 damage.
Is this elevation here?
Yeah, so this is a ramp that comes up around with
That goes
the
up?
Yeah, it goes up this way where you can see that the rail carts kind of come from that direction.
First one's 9 damage. Second one is 16 damage.
Second was 16 damage.
4 damage rolls. I've rolled a 1, a 2, and a 13. And
Can you borrow T10?
maybe.
Okay. Korak yelling out again, slamming his sword into this creature, still trying to find a way to break in through the scales. You can feel that the creature is recoiling even more in pain from the slashes that you had before. Lily, you're up.
So I know Fenrir and Zarn are still in rough shape. Can I see if Sindal's hurt at all? Are you hurt at all?
I would say because Fenrir has his axe still lit, you would be able to see Sindal at this point. So, if Sindal is
I got struck by the. Was that his? Was that the creature's?
it was his bite.
Yeah, bite. Yeah, he bit me. So I got fucking bloodied up.
All right, so three of you guys are in really rough shape, kind of.
Me, Fenrir, and
I'm
Zarn. Yes.
fucked up. Well, Zarn's priority.
I'm double
So, 30-foot radius would pretty much, if I put it here, is going to get everyone, right?
Yeah, you would get all your allies.
I think while we've got some downtime, I'm going to mass cure wounds and basically give everybody as much health as I can.
I wanted
Okay.
What did you do with Albert?
So I gotta do 3 d8s plus my
What is that,
spell
what
casting
did you give
ability which that means plus my wisdom, right?
That's your wisdom, correct.
Alright,
You
not-
say mass healing
not
word?
plus, yeah. No, mass cure wounds.
Oh,
Yours was 13, Devin.
okay.
That's
You
what you
gave us 13.
I'm gonna give
What level is Mass
everybody.
Cure Wounds?
It's 5th.
It's a 5th level spell. Okay, that's what I was checking. That's what.
Oh, nice
good.
roll.
Nice rolls.
12, and then 17, 20. Everyone gets 20 hit points.
20 points.
Wow.
Everyone has 20 HP. And you guys were worried.
When's
I mean,
Hurry up and kill the little one!
When's the mate come out? That's what I'm wondering.
If that banish didn't succeed, it would have been a lot different story.
Lily, you're doing. So you see as Lily.
Well, yeah.
Taking a moment to kind of cast her spell. You see. Her reappear in this form with a word as all of you feel the druidic nature heal all of you. As you finish casting the spell, you see the creature's head within your direction.
Yeah. If I move, am I gonna provoke an attack of opportunity?
You get the feeling that it could lunge and get you at the range of
You
its
get
attack.
that feeling.
Well, I'm gonna fucking risk it.
I approve.
I approve because
That's only an 11 versus armor class.
He misses!
Okay. So where are you going?
I'm gonna start running to hide behind this big fucking statue thing.
15, 20,
It's a
25.
statue. Every statue becomes alive in this campaign.
Done?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Did they make the saving throw on the end of each of their turns?
oh sorry
The banished creature makes a saving throw every
That's,
turn.
I'm asking you.
Oh, son of a bitch. I thought it was guaranteed
I didn't
1 minute.
read
Yeah, I was gonna say.
bench me. I don't.
I don't think there is a saving throw. I think it's just if
That
concentration
wouldn't make any
is interrupted.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a really rude spell, honestly.
Yeah, it's like getting feared by your own ally or
I
something.
almost fucked up there and forgot to
does that?
move.
Otherwise, the target doesn't.
Don't worry,
Now
if-
that I use my 5th level, I can't cast Dream.
Way to go.
Wait. The spell ends.
Hey,
What's your 5th level?
next level, if you were within 10 feet of me, you would not have been
Oh,
scared.
if you banish it for the whole minute, it
But I
doesn't come back.
Oh, you weren't?
That's
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
It's a
sorry,
target
oh,
is
I was, like,
native.
separate
Oh,
from
it's
everyone.
native
That's
to a
right.
different plane than the one you're on. The target is banished,
What is it?
returning to its home
Can't be
plane.
feared?
Or
If the spell ends
courage.
after 1
Yes.
minute. So if you
So,
attempt to banish an
me,
otherworldly
anybody within 10
creature,
feet of me can't
you
be
return it to its home
It's not
plane
even
and
a
it's
roll.
banished for the whole minute. Then it doesn't come back. Correct.
Right.
See, it's a good
Okay,
thing
so that's its
that I prepared 3 5th level spells.
At 18, it goes to 30.
So no. You're up.
30 feet at 18.
We have roughly a minute. It killed its child. Maybe escape. It almost killed Fenrir.
What?
And then
That's
I'm going
almost.
No mention of Zarn.
It almost killed a Fenrir.
and then I'm going to.
So perfect.
On the. Well, I saw Fenrir get healed, or not Fenrir, but Zorn get healed. He's alive now.
He's the one who almost died.
I'm going to draw with my offhand and just magic missile on just a single charge.
Okay, so
3
you're gonna
magic
roll
missiles towards the.
Your 3d4. Plus 1 for each.
8.
Okay. You see as Sidal pulls out the wand and 3 darts slam into the creature. You see some more of the scales kind of break open, and you can start to see some fleshy spots beginning to appear underneath. Fenrir, you're up.
Okay, it takes half his movement speed to stand up, yeah?
For Zarn, yeah.
On his turn. What would it do for me? What would happen if I just helped him up?
I would probably consider that part of your action.
Part of my action?
I would
It
consider
would use your whole.
Yeah, it would use your action to stand him up on his feet.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I just want to continue moving him away from that thing as far as I can.
So that's your normal movement, because you only have 25 feet of movement.
So half.
So it's halved, which reduces it down to
Yes.
10 feet. So you technically still have 5 feet of movement. If you want to move
By
somewhere
myself.
else. Yeah, if you want to move by yourself.
I just kind of want to like move in front of him, so if something were to be casted at him or something like that, it would hit me instead.
Okay.
Am I still within melee range of him?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your HP at? Am I able to know that?
I'm at,
Am I allowed to?
Yeah,
know
you're allowed to ask.
I'm at 31 now.
31. Okay, so
See
you're
how rough
decent.
he's looking.
I'm not
All
one
right.
shot of him. Well, possibly.
If you fail that
Let me
save,
throw
I'll
it
go.
I'm going to cast Lay on Hands, and I'm going to give him 20.
Okay, so you heal an additional 20 points of HP. As Fenrir kind of pulls you further away, you're like, I'm awake. I'm awake. And, you just kind of go with him as he goes, and as you do, you feel a warmth kind of roll through you as you feel some more of your wounds kind of stitch closed. That
Shit,
burning
buddy.
sensation on your side goes away a little bit more.
And since I have that casted, can I use more of it to heal myself as well? Or is that allowed?
I think you can only use it on a single person.
That's what I thought. I'm not
think-
sure.
Lay on Hands. As an action, you can touch a creature and heal from a pool of HP. Okay, it looks like it's only one.
It's probably one.
Yeah, I
Just
think
a
you would cast it
creature, yeah.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, you touch a creature.
As a bonus action, am I able to cast Hold Person on the smaller enemy?
I believe Hold Person is an action.
Okay, it's one of my valid Oath of Vengeance, so I didn't know.
Yeah, it's you have that spell prepared, but it's just another spell that you have in your repertoire of spells that you can cast today.
Okay.
So you have it prepared.
I feel like one of
Okay. I didn't know if those were because I can cast like Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's just dependent on what spell it is.
Yeah, certain
Maybe
spells
two,
take certain types of
very much like
actions.
the way it looks like it will.
It should say like on
it actually
like,
is
on the
Being
helmet.
lazy and
Yeah.
look at
It
it.
could be.
It's
Um,
the hand of disguise.
Do you want to cast Hunter's Mark or do your oath? Or
Well,
anything?
if I'm going to be able to do that with a bonus action, I want to be able to do the other one real quick.
The Hold Person is an action.
It is.
Yeah. Also, you would know the Hold Person doesn't work on monsters.
I would know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works
I was wondering
It
that.
works on people.
I'm a fucking rookie.
You're gonna cast Hold Person.
I'm just
on
such
Bard
a
and be like,
such a
I believe it's called
new
Hold
Fenrir to the game.
There is
so.
a higher level spell
It's
called
like
Hold
really
Monster
high,
that works
isn't
on
it?
everything. It's like a 7th level spell.
Okay.
monster.
Yeah,
Well,
just-
in that case,
So stay put.
Sounds like
Shove my spectral weapon right through his chest.
His soul.
all right. I'll just use my bonus action to cast.
You can
that uses a spell slot, yeah.
Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. It would use one of your first level spell slots.
and you can transfer it after it.
this guy?
Yeah, I know.
So you can put
I'm-
Hunter's Mark on that creature and then transfer it afterwards.
Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and do that first level spell.
Alright. So that's your turn, Zarn. You're up.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up.
That's half your movement.
Yes. And I just look around and like, where did the big thing go that almost killed me?
Banished.
Oh. I'm gonna cast,
Sound like Sean Connery.
Banished.
I'll run over how many spaces, 1, 2, 3. And I'll just throw I'll throw a level 2 healing word back at Fenrir.
Okay. That's your bonus action, and then
Give a D4, please.
Yeah. Is it first level spells now that can be bonus action?
yeah, it's only first levels that we can do it as bonus action at this point. Sorry,
3.
it's only first level for
Oh.
the if you want to cast an additional spell on your action.
Alright, so it's just the 1 then.
Yeah. So
So you got
it'll be a little bit higher level.
plus
We'll get the rest of it.
5, 6.
6.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So then you still have your action.
I scratch my back. You scratch mine. I scratch yours, and then we'll scratch each other.
Yes, that.
I was waiting for the immersion.
And then I'll shoot a couple shots with my bow at the.
Oh, I thought that you were gonna. I was saying that as you could cast. I thought you were gonna cast an action. You could do the second level on him. I was saying like with the hasten bonus action spell on
we
top
get an
of
extra
it.
2 then.
Yeah, so you get an additional 2. That's
So
my bad.
8?
I'm done. Yeah.
So 8.
Okay.
So then you get to go ahead and do your 2 shots.
No, I understand. There's one.
Wait, so you can cast an action, or was that a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to do healing word.
Spell.
That's 19.
Actually,
19
and
hits.
Crit.
And that's 20 hits. While he's rolling the dice, you know how in Critical Role they make it so you can cast first and second level spells. At this level, we can do first level spells. That's how I'm holding it.
I thought it was something different.
How much? Sorry.
12 for the first one. I rolled max on it.
Okay.
And then, oh my god, I rolled lots of max. 11 plus 4, 15. So 12 from 15.
Question on that. What if the spell is itself a bonus action and you're casting it like that? Then it doesn't matter, right? Then it's
You
just
can
still,
cast one spell at whatever level you want,
right.
and then you can cast a second spell at first level.
If it's considered a bonus action spell,
Then it's,
you can cast a first level bonus action spell as well as a higher level.
No.
What?
So he could cast like Grasping Vines, and then do a level 1 Cure Wounds. Because Grasping Vines is a bonus action. That's his 4th level spell.
Oh.
And then he has a first level spell that he can cast as well.
but yeah, okay. I
I
can't
get it
completely OP and like say I'm also going to cast Healing Word, which is bonus, and now I also get to cast another first level as bonus.
correct.
Yeah, no, you can still only do one bonus, one. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm live
Okay.
tweeting.
So as Zarn kind of steps up, he throws out a healing word to you, Fenrir, and fires off 2 shots. The first one kind of hitting into it and skipping off. The second one finding purchase with the crit, where that one kind of knocked off some scales and it sinks right into where it is, and you hear the creature recoil back in pain. Up there.
When is the other one coming back? I don't know. I'm going to.
Always good to have conversations with yourself when you're playing 2 characters.
Yeah, I love it.
Always the right choice.
Now's the time for that. I'm going to hook her around the mini Behir to the other side. I believe if I step one more to the right, I should guarantee a 30 feet radius of everybody.
Not you.
Well,
Can you move?
so be it. Everybody else is in it. It's the most
Everyone
people,
else is
that's
in
the
it,
most people I can get,
Correct,
though,
yes.
right? I'm going to.
Can't you move back 1 and catch Sindal?
Yeah, but then he'd lose you.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't
They just said that's the most people you could hit.
I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. I'm just gonna raise up my hammer.
You see as Aber lifts up his hammer and he calls out a prayer to Lathander, as suddenly all of you feel this this glowing warmth in the centers of your chest. As what does it do?
The spell.
You feel this thing in your chest.
Yo,
You don't know
whiz-
what it
Advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and anytime you are healed, you heal the maximum possible.
Is it healed from you?
No.
Or is it just healed in general? Okay. So, and that is a concentration spell, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, that
if
is.
it's a roll, you get max.
Mhm. So as he does that, he steps around. Is Albert doing anything else?
I don't know what he's really capable on a bonus action.
The healing word.
He does never prepare.
Oh, he never
He
prepares
never
it.
prepares that. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
Well, wait.
It's concentration, never mind.
Okay.
The creature, seeing prey more its size, skip away, runs over to Lily, provoking 2 attacks of opportunity.
Ew.
Take him down! Bring him down!
22.
22 is a hit.
27.
27 is also a hit. So go ahead and just roll a straight d6.
Why is that bad?
That's a 19. I really wanted a 20.
I really wanted one of those.
Oh, that's good though. 17 damage.
Bring him down! Don't let him out! Don't let him get to me.
Hold the line. Stay with me.
As the creature lunges up towards you, it's going to first make a tail attack against you.
Still alive and
That's a 19 versus armor class.
Fuck, I don't have shield anymore. I don't think I do.
You used one last.
I think that's all I had.
Yeah, because I think you put a level 4 and a 1 in there.
Yeah, and because you tried to retroactively have another one put in and it did not work.
Right.
Because you did not say that during the rest. So, from the tail attack, you take.
I'll take it.
You will. Dirty girl.
I know. Tails.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, plus
There's a line.
plus 12 points of slashing damage.
Fuck.
And you are considered grappled and restrained as it is going to attempt to bite and swallow you.
So wait, that's 20 then. Shit, maybe I should have done what I was thinking.
Restrained. Gives advantage, which means that it gets that natural 20.
Oh, I might be
I
dead.
think you're swallowed.
I think you just got swallowed.
And
How
you
the
take-
tables have turned, Lily.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I got a question then. So, it has advantage on me. Can I use my luck to roll and choose to have it use my roll? I don't know how that works with advantage.
It has it reroll and attack. But I don't know
I'm
when. I don't know
gonna
when.
read
in
the
the
verbiage of luck.
Yeah.
You have 3 luck points. You can spend. For the creature. Roll an additional d20.
Because it's going to try to use it.
Does not say anything about making someone else roll. Yeah, whenever you make an attack, roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can spend a d20. You choose the outcome. You spend one luck.
I can roll a d20 and choose if I want it to use mine.
No, there's
No, there's nothing in here about making about
I
using
thought there was a
entities.
thing about changing somebody else's attack.
There is in Critical Role. I don't know if there is in real life.
Oh, you can change
What?
it
I'm
when an
looking
attack roll is made against you. Roll a d20, then choose whether to use the attacker's roll or yours. So go ahead and roll a d20.
Yeah. I was going to say you were reading Lucky, correct?
Yeah.
How does that work
Go ahead.
So that was my question is, you rolled with advantage, you got a
that's the
natural
question.
20, but I'm still allowed to use luck and potentially change your roll.
Didn't you spend all 3 points of your luck last session?
Nope, I still have one
You
left.
have 1 left. Okay, go ahead.
Roll
Does this replace
low.
the other die in the advantage roll?
It might as well, unless I crit it. Otherwise, I rolled a 5 on the die, and I
So-
want you to use that for this one's attack.
Okay. So that totals up to a 12 versus armor class.
He misses!
Okay. So you are still grappled and restrained as it is wrapped around you. It attempts to lunge down, the teeth slamming into you. You manage to kind of push further down into the creature, but you are still grappled and restrained, which means that it is... Let me see.
I didn't think he could hit me for that much with his tail, otherwise I would have used that earlier.
15, 20, 25,
He's running away with me!
40.
What the
As the
fuck?
creature rushes off with his prey. Korak, you're up.
That's too
Hold
far
on,
for me to
let me
get them to attack.
10, 15.
Don't worry. I have an idea.
Sorry. Should still
So wait, he rolled 40.
He moved
ran
40 feet, so
okay,
you
so I
should
can
still
roll
be able
40.
to get
I
to
can
him.
move 40 to get to him. Yeah, I'll run at him, and I'll spit at it on my way, and attack it twice.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks. Okay.
Ah, there's a natural 20.
Yes!
There you go.
Yeah. Oh man. And a natural 1, but it's a 15. It's actually a 23 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that's 2 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, first one's going to be my natural 20, which I'm going to use my Orcish Fury on.
Do you
where I
recharge
can-
that on a short rest?
Yes,
Okay.
short or long.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll my extra die. Whew. 14 plus 22 on the first one. What? 15 on the second one.
Okay, your sword comes slamming into this creature as it is running away from you. You slash into it, and you get a big chunk out of it with the natural 20. You can see blood beginning to rush out of it. It is as it is still desperately attempting to move away from you while keeping its prey.
Everything runs away from me.
It doesn't let go of him?
No. Lily.
So how does this work? What am I? I'm restrained?
You are grappled and restrained. You can use your action to attempt to break the grapple by making an acrobatics check. Or athletics.
What happens if I wild shape into something large?
I
I'm
don't
gonna fucking do it then.
So.
Hold on, I gotta check what it was. I'm going to wild shape into a brown bear.
Bear.
I don't know, but he's more ferocious looking than I am.
You see as Lily, all of a sudden, the creature, its tail unfurls around her, and she transforms into a large brown bear.
What's the next mini that I have to paint? I don't think I can do a bonus action as a bear now.
Well, that was your bonus action to transform, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I thought that's what
Is
it was.
it?
Are you circling in?
No.
Is it an action to transform?
I think it's an action.
I thought that was a bonus action for circling the moon.
Got it.
Yeah, that's an action.
Okay, so yeah, you transform into the bear.
So I can do, I'll just do bear things and growl at it.
Nuzzle it.
Yeah.
So wait, is he still restrained or it did let go?
No, the tail unfurled from around the creature, or from around Lily. So,
I will. I will.
Just think. The big one still hasn't come back.
Don't say that. I'm just going to.
sorry, just doing things in my head.
In true Master Key style. Still holding the wand. Just cast it again on it, and I'm going to drop two extra charges in it.
So that is 3 charges.
3 charges.
Well, no.
3 charges total. So it would make it.
So you know you used 4 charges.
Correct. Yeah, I have that.
So go ahead and roll 3,
Yeah, this one.
5d4 plus 5. What's the range on magic missile?
It's pretty long. I think it's 120.
Okay, then yeah, you're in range.
Let me just.
I'll check.
I'll
that's
pull it
what
up
it
while
was.
you're.
No, I'm because I have the number on.
I know.
It is
I'm
120.
looking up the range.
Yeah,
that's what I
to
wanted.
make sure that you are.
Tis 120.
Okay, then yeah, you're definitely still in range. Well,
Rip dodge. Is there an obstacle? Or is it not 120?
need to read how light works because you might not literally be able to see it at all in the dark.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you have to be able to see the cast magic missile, don't you?
Just cast it in the darkness.
How does
Your master
light
style.
work?
Your magic missiles slam into Lily and she dies.
I'll gladly wait for this.
5, 10, 15, 20,
See within her.
40. You can just barely catch the outline of it from the light coming from Bear's hammer.
I use that as. I can't see shit and I can't cast it. Someone can cast magic missile. Sorry, 3. It was a 3-1-1. So 3, 5 plus 3, so 8 for the first 3 hits, and then I added another 2.
Okay.
So we have 8. 12 total. 12 total for the whole thing.
What did you roll on the last 2?
1 and 1. I rolled 4 1s out of 5.
Nice.
Okay.
It's below average.
Slamming into it from way far away. Fenrir.
I hear you. Hold on.
You cut that out.
There was a ghost trying to shove its fist in my mouth.
You've never heard that before, have you?
I thought you were in Myrtle Beach when we talked about it for the first time.
gonna start yawning now. Stupid ghost.
You know what?
That's why it's contagious.
When a guy farts and he says there's a bee in the room,
no one says B.
there's a bee in the room.
You
That's
say
way
duck?
better than that.
No,
That's like,
oh, you kidding?
that is like 10 times
Fisted
better.
by
than
a
that.
ghost in the mouth is hilarious.
And that's why whenever one person yawns, everyone yawns because the ghost goes.
It's
around
still making
town.
its way away from us with Lily.
Correct.
There's only one monster, or there's another one now?
The other one is gone from sight. You heard him yell that he banished it.
No.
The big one.
What's the other white object?
That's
That's a big bear.
That's me.
Oh, okay, that's Lily. So are you free of the grasp?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't touch this.
Is that within range of spell casting for me?
You can get here, which will put you 35 feet away from you.
Okay, just move up. Go ahead and move up all the way I can. And
Just then, a rock falls, hits Sindal on the head. He loses concentration, and the giant Behir reappears right in front of Fenrir.
I don't know this, and this seems like a stupid question. I'm assuming lightning damage would not do much to a lightning creature. Is there? I wouldn't know that. Or
No, you've never experienced. Well, roll me a nature check. Are you proficient with nature?
no.
Then you probably wouldn't have any idea, having not actually fought one of these and not done any type of research.
Lightning attack, healing.
So you're not sure. I mean, you can make a guess,
Supercharged.
but you don't know.
Instead of lightning breaking a line, it can do like a spread across the room.
Yeah, just 360.
No scope.
Just get me. Is it still fleeing? Or is it
Yes.
stopped fleeing since it's dropped Lily?
All you saw was that it moved and it is now hissing and baring its fangs at the people around it.
Alright, just dash me up there.
25. Sorry, you're up next.
Fuck. Can I take that back and use something else? I want to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step and teleport 30 feet right up on it.
It would still put you only. It would still put you. Wait,
30?
Because you were. What? I'd say that you were 35 feet away from it
Before I moved?
after you moved. Because you were all the way back here, and then it put
And
you.
I moved 25 feet.
You moved 25 feet and it put you 35 feet away from it. So even with your bonus action, you were still just out of melee.
Alright, then just fucking dash then.
Okay.
God damn it.
Fenrir's never gone this long without
sorry,
killing
go.
something.
That is your frustration.
I'm gonna move.
So great.
You just want to kill it.
I just want to get the fuck out of here.
Can I get the? Do I have a shot on it from there?
It's gonna have partial cover because of the statue.
Shit. Well, how much? That's like +2 to its AC.
Plus 2 to its AC, yep.
I'll try it from here. Shoot it.
Okay, go make your check.
Just roll both at once. Shit. I got a 15 and a lower than that.
What's lower than that?
12.
Okay. 15 hits. Go and roll damage. How much is it max?
That's 6 damage. And then I'm gonna give an inspiration to Korak. I know you can't hear me, Korak, because you're really angry right now, but your rage inspires me.
Okay. I'll be right.
I can't add that to damage, right?
You can't.
Only to everything
No,
else.
no, you can add it to damage because he's that class of bard.
How is everyone?
Everyone's really far away from you.
Frothing at the mouth.
Oh no, I was thinking Sindal, not a bear. I mean, if people are hurt, you're allowed to say something to them.
I don't look like I'm any kind of hurt or injured at all.
Healing doesn't apply to your normal form when you're in bear form.
That's true.
That's the downside they never talk about.
We're gonna go.
I have full bear health though.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Well,
Whenever the Behirs
Full
league comes
bear
back,
health.
the one that's been hunting, the
I guess
manual,
we're gonna just.
whenever it comes back, you're gonna be fucked.
So far, my journal entry reads: recap.
That's not
We're
what he
dead.
would do, though.
Not, but probably.
We're dead.
What you doing?
No,
I swear someone's gonna die tonight.
I'm
It's a
going
50 cent
to.
song.
I can't even flip a pencil anymore.
From where I am, I think it's fine. He holds out the hammer, and just it lights up, and then shoots 3 scorching rays at the creature.
He has 3/4 cover because of the statue.
Oh, there's a giant
There's
statue.
a giant statue in the way,
Sorry.
so he would need to move to. He can move to the right and be fine.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so he can move to there and be in perfect line of sight. So go ahead and roll 3 attacks.
What's his so it'd be plus 9.
Plus 9. Yep.
I forgot I had
So 20 something,
Yeah.
21, and a 20 way over.
Okay, 3 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
How much healing was it?
First
It
hit.
doesn't matter. Well, it's like a D4, but with Beacon of Hope, any
6.
healing
No,
maxes you out.
it does.
6?
The
Right,
heal
that's 2d6
of
maximum
the
of the
die.
I was gonna say,
6
wow,
points?
that is really broken then.
Yeah,
3.
Okay.
That's fine.
So 9.
Then I would
And
just
a
do
9.
Cure Wounds and I'd get 12,
11.
HP.
What's that plus your modifier?
Okay, you see as Bear
That is
steps out to the
just
side
the
with the hammer appearing. You can see as it burns bright red. 3 swings with the hammer, throwing out 3 scorching rays, slamming into the side of the creature. You can see scales burn off of it. You can smell the burning flesh as the creature recoils back. Barely standing, but still hurt.
Still trying to kill the
Barely standing.
We're still trying to kill the baby.
Kill yourself.
Anything else?
Doesn't have a bonus action.
Bear attacks.
Enemy's turn.
Oh wait, I thought you said.
I forgot it was his turn.
No,
before
it's the
mine.
baby one's turn.
Maybe he said all.
Baby one, seeing the state that it's in, is going to turn and breathe lightning on the one that's been meleeing it.
Good.
So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That I will. Wow.
This is rage piercing lightning.
12.
Yeah.
That does not succeed. So you take.
I figured. Wasn't a very good roll. It's a 2 and a 9.
Take 37 points of lightning damage,
18.
halved because of your bear rage.
That's a lot.
As it breathes lightning, creature barely holding itself up at this point. Correct.
With my first attack, I'd like to hit it with my sword, and with my second, I would like to bite it.
Okay.
Oh boy. That's a 25.
That's a hit.
Proficient with biting.
What do I get plus with biting?
I would say just your strength.
It's not very good anyways. It's an 11.
11. That misses. Go ahead and roll your damage with your sword.
That's a shame. I probably would have hit it if I would have just swung at it with my sword. That's not 11.
11. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Bite it.
I wanna
Bite its mouth.
I wanna stab it through its head, well, through the neck area, the upper area of it, and pin it to the ground, and then bite it.
Okay. So as the creature kind of breathes lightning on you, you can see that it just kind of sags out of exhaustion. And you, taking the blow in stride, step forward, kind of leap up with your sword in 2 hands, turning it over, driving your sword through the head, just driving it straight through, cracking and piercing through the stone. And then
Some of the charred flesh from the scorching ray.
got it from the top of the head
No, I
and
wanna-
straight through the neck
I want to bite
into the
some of
ground.
scorched
You
red.
can see where the blow had hit from a bear's attacking you. And as you kind of pull into it, you manage to actually kind of grab one of the arteries.
Yeah.
You can see the blood start to pull out. It tastes slightly cooked.
Overcooked?
Not overcooked. It was a very sudden, if anything, very undercooked. But it's just burnt a little tiny bit.
Everyone, go download
Oh,
Overcooked.
my name is
and
Abed.
Great game, everyone. Go play
So
Overcooked.
You pull away from the creature.
I've heard great things about it.
That's fun.
As you
You play it?
unsheath your sword, it lies still on the ground. You guys have about 30 seconds.
I don't know how much longer I can hold him off.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going.
Actually,
Oh wait, are we in initiative at this
No.
moment?
you guys have
Yes!
you guys have 30 seconds. You have enough time that you can get to a specific place if you guys want to.
I'm looking around and I'm yelling, where is it?
I think we should go back where we came because that's what we know. We don't know what's ahead.
It's going to appear right there, and I point where I just banished
Yeah.
it.
And I go and I wait right where he's
It's going to appear right
What?
there.
I'm going the other direction.
It's going to be ready to destroy
Is this
us.
like another tunnel area?
So this looks like it's tunnel with rubble that has just kind of burst outward from it with broken remnants of railway, and you can see that there is just a smear of gore leading in this direction. You're standing right next to it.
Does my rage end because I've technically gone a turn, or it lasts for a minute? So I don't know which.
As you run over to it,
That's so lame.
Your
That's
mind
so
clears.
fucking lame.
that is the point of having persistent rage
Right.
with the other class.
I'm gonna hide behind the statue with Zarn, but I'm gonna drop my form and I'm gonna use 2 cure wounds on myself to essentially max out because of that beacon of hope.
Is anybody else hurt?
I mean, I don't need.
Had to.
I don't need hit points, but I don't.
How are you doing?
I don't know what the fuck to do with that.
I'm okay. I mean,
He's
if
only
anybody
small
wants to
sauce.
help me out,
It's
I'll
like
take
he's-
it, but I don't need it.
What about you doing word into him? So it's
Yeah.
max, right?
Put it in him.
What's
It is
up?
maxed.
Oh.
Max
Anything
out.
you do is maxed.
Oh, yeah.
So 8 plus 4, or 8
Except
plus
against
5,
the
13,
max
13.
damage.
How long does Beacon of Hope last?
1 minute.
Okay, so you'll have about 5 rounds of it left by the time it's done.
Is it?
Correct.
Uh,
Well, no,
Does
you'll
anyone
only
have
2
any
rounds.
healing?
2 rounds.
2 rounds.
Should we
Um,
like maybe get out of here?
Does anyone have?
That's what I'm saying. Should we just do we
I mean, you guys are running short on time.
do we have enough time to bolt out of the area and be safe?
If you guys want to go, let's go now.
You guys have time to get partway up the tunnel. You won't be able to get the whole way back. It took you guys another like 2 or 3 minutes to come down this
We
tunnel.
have to kill this thing.
We're
Cast
here,
animate
we're
objects.
here for a reason. We slay the creature that was here disrupting everything. We slay the creature.
What size is the
If I'm
That's
gonna
all
die, I
saying.
want to die
That's all
next to you
saying.
guys in combat.
Yes.
Fuck me. Fuck
That's gonna be one of my targets.
Objects.
Wait,
Oh
animating the
god,
statue
you guys
that
gotta
we're
give me a
using
minute here.
for
I gotta
cover.
read how this works.
Yeah, I don't know that.
That's our cover.
No.
So I can do.
So how many things can you command at once? Large count is 4.
Large count is 4.
So you guys see, and what else are you targeting?
Are you animating dead?
Is there like
He's animating
pebbles
the
around the
statue.
room, like small rocks?
So we're
The rest are gonna be like small objects.
so
So I'll
then
do
our
tiny
cover's
objects for the
gonna
rest of
walk
them.
away.
Okay.
Whatever like little objects I can get. So it's 4 plus 6 little objects flying around.
I can get one-shotted by this thing.
During this time, because I'm indecisive about 2 things that I want to choose to do. That's the only reason I'm asking this. Do I know? Do Behirs use their actual eyesight? Do they actually?
Roll a nature check. Are you proficient with nature?
No.
You wouldn't have any idea.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Literally no.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'm going to step. Where's everybody else?
Everyone else is over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna step through this and ask each one of you what you're doing.
I got you. I'm going to stay back left. Correct. Right there. Just right there. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Away from everybody else.
This Fenrir, what are you doing?
I want to run up Where behind it?
So like over here.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
I want to be able to. Will my hunter's mark automatically transfer over?
No, you have to use your bonus action to put it on it.
Okay. Can I prepare an attack?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too.
I feel like that's fair.
I don't know how
Right,
exactly.
Steve, is that fair?
Sorry, what are you asking?
Steve,
What's your question?
Can we
I
prepare
believe
an
you
attack?
guys
an attack.
You should
Let's
be able to.
let's put it to a vote with our followers. Put it out on Twitter.
Double checking with us exactly how it works.
So just call Jim and be like, hey Jim, can we do this?
You attack
Is
is
it
damage
hot?
safety. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can prepare attacks.
Okay, I want to prepare an attack.
I will say you two at the very least will be able to because you guys did very minimal on your turn.
Indubitably.
Okay. Can I? Is this? I didn't look, and I apologize. Not knowing spells well. Protection from energy. Is that a bonus action?
It's an action.
Okay.
You could prepare that. You could do that in preparation for the creature coming out.
No. Fuck
And if you
that.
do that, it drops your hunter's
It
mark.
would drop your hunter's mark.
Okay, then fuck that. We're just gonna go
Whatever time I have
balls,
left, I just meant
balls to the wall with this guy. You know.
Get ready for it to appear.
So you guys see, as with Zarn, as he begins casting spells, you see some of the stones begin lifting up off the ground. As you see the large statue, as dust falls off of it.
Oh, my fucking ass.
This is Zarn's spell.
Oh.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
This large dwarven statue.
attack.
The statue's a good guy.
Okay. I was gonna get scared and run away.
He cocks the hammer back for an attack.
He's gonna appear.
I'm going to
Spell
in my
word.
corner prepare. Am I 30 feet from where he did? Just
You have to move up just a little bit.
I'll move up a little bit. I'm going to prepare blindness, deafness,
Which one?
blindness.
Lily, you did your cure wounds.
I did 2 of them, yeah. So.
Are you doing anything else?
I'm a small child, so I'm just gonna kind of stay back. Can I prepare a spell?
Yeah, I'll say I'm gonna prepare spells
I'm
because you
gonna-
guys have 30 seconds.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
extra.
prepare guiding bolt to
You have
blast it right in the face whenever it shows up.
Prepare what?
Okay,
Guiding bolt.
Sarn, your is it your action to command the objects?
Your bonus action to command the objects.
Jesus, that's
Cody, you look like you were
Strong.
questioning why I have
I mean, it's
guiding
my
bolt.
fault.
that's
Is
not
that
what I was
your fifth
questioning.
level? Yeah.
I thought you had already casted it. Which
It's strong, but at what cost?
Oh shit! Actually, I think I did.
yeah.
Yeah, I did. Never mind. Scratch that. I don't do anything.
Oh, so this is a concentration on you.
Oh fuck! And I've used 3 of these.
I think I rolled a nature check before we left last week to determine whether or not I knew what a Behir was, and I think I failed.
Oh. If the creature
I shouldn't even ask to know because I know that he. I don't.
Oh, okay.
He has
that's
history.
not
He has history,
worse. Jesus, that is strong.
not nature. So it's.
Let me tell you, being proficient in history won't get you shit in life.
I
I mean,
did
it's
see
pretty
that.
much just a summoning spell.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah, no, but it's just there's a lot of things that like you get a lot of attacks at once with it.
It's a good
Yeah.
personal thing.
Yeah.
Real good for
I've
taking out
I've
concentrations.
experienced.
Yeah.
Huh?
Really good for taking out concentrations if you get tiny little rocks to go after casters.
So you have all of your different stones ready to go.
Yeah, I imagine they're just hovering around like in the air above it or whatever.
What's up there doing?
Oh shit. He is going to.
Fuck.
A bear is going to stand back.
Eric, you need to teach me.
That is.
The ways of the spin.
Yes.
I think that gives him the range that I'm thinking for.
30 feet.
I'm
Do
not
it,
trying to
not
make him do
flawless
anything
like you
crazy.
did.
I drop it.
Yeah, often. 60 foot within everybody, and he's going to prepare in case the Behir comes out and wrecks the absolute jack crap out of somebody.
Yeah, right.
A mass healing word.
This thing's a bitch.
Just
One
in case.
last question before we start on this guiding bolt. I got it with my magic initiative
That means you get 1 use per day.
I know I get 1 use per day. That also counts as a slot used, correct?
No,
It doesn't.
it does not.
Okay, that was
It is essentially a separate level 1 spell slot that can only be used with Guiding Bolt.
Okay, alright, then I have only used 2 first level spells. Alright, we're set. Let's go.
So, going back through the initiatives.
Overall.
Shun, Shin, Korak, Lily. Thum. Creature's turn. Is it on the creature's turn or your turn that it
It
drops?
should be at the end of my
think
concentration.
At the end of your concentration.
Yes.
So, as Sandal's turn hits, concentration drops. The creature appears. With a series of attacks. We're just going to go around the table here. Korak, do your 2 prepared attacks.
That was 2 natural ones.
Debating whether or not you even get the second attack at that point.
I mean, that's your call.
It's your second attack.
He's
22.
so afraid of it.
22 hits.
Hits?
This looks really big up
I
close.
was trying to bite it.
Oh, that sucks. 10.
Okay, Lily, prepared action.
Are you raging?
No, I'm not.
Lily.
Shit, it's only 8 points.
I didn't prepare anything.
Oh, fuck.
But
That's
I-
not what I was trying to
Yeah,
get
I
at.
But no, but I couldn't rage anyways on that because I only have a prepared.
No,
action.
nothing
Do you
prepared.
always roll with
It
advantage?
gets its
I have
prepared
reckless, so they get advantage on me if they attack me.
Its prepared action upon returning back to the plane.
I imagine I was sitting there waiting.
Yeah, it's gonna do a constrict attack against you and a bite against you.
Right.
Actually, well, let me see. Okay, so it is going to do. It's going to do its constrict against you, and it's going to do the bite against the statue because it doesn't know any better.
Idiot.
So the attack against Korak. That is. That's only a 15 versus.
That's a
class
miss!
advantage. And then against the statue, that's a 27.
Bite
That's
from this
it.
thing
That's
is a
Tennessee.
swallow. Like
I hope it breaks its motherfucking teeth.
The other one would have swallowed you if you didn't use your luck.
This is like fighting like Godzilla.
But
It's
you would've-
like he's
you
gonna use a
would've,
bite
like,
attack against you.
No, you would have been alive still. I think we would have saved you if you had gotten swallowed.
I would've
22
just gotten
points
swallowed
of
and transformed
piercing
into a bear
damage.
inside of it.
That is its prepared action.
True, probably.
Sindal prepared action.
Was blindness deafness.
Go ahead and.
Let me,
Oh, it makes a wisdom
let me
saving
double check on make sure.
Wisdom saving throw. That is only a 9.
Constitution.
Constitution. It's still only an 11.
So it does not make it. So it is blinded.
Okay, you have your concentration spell up. It is considered blinded.
This is at the end of its turn. It will make another.
Fenrir, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
I'm gonna cast Battle of.
You don't. It's just 2 straight attacks because it's a prepared action.
Wow, natural one. And
Not a good surprise attack.
19.
19, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I have Hunter's Mark bonus. Can I transfer it now?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just your prepared. It's just the prepared action. Okay. That's a D10, not a D12. Sorry.
No, I'm just all over. I'm so flustered right now. As you can tell.
It's understandable. It's a big battle, man.
I'm so startled.
It's under your chair.
That's a 19. No, that's a lie. That is 15.
Roll a 1, 19 damage.
Okay. Yeah, your first swing. Jump the gun a little bit. Your axe slams into the stonework as the creature appears. You bring it back and slam in for a second attack hitting. Zarn, go ahead and do your plethora of attacks.
Alright, so I have the guy plus he's 4, so I have 6 stones, so I'm just going to roll 4 of them right now. I have 40-20s out.
So I was going to say roll the stones and then roll his... Oh, no, because they all have the same plus, don't they?
Oh, they all have different pluses, that's why I'm doing
Oh,
it.
okay.
So,
yeah,
I
do your
rolled 4 of the
stones.
stones. The lowest is a 22.
Oh, the lowest is a 22.
And one of
yeah.
them's a crit.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
the
those all
crit
hit.
is 4, 6, so that's 10, and one more is 12 plus 4 times 4, so
20.
You just gotta tell me the number. I was not.
so it's
right.
12 plus 16.
28.
It's 28 for the first 4.
Okay.
And the other 2 stones are a lot lower. That's 13 is the highest on that.
13. That's a miss.
What do you get as a plus for the stones?
They have plus 4 to damage and plus 8 to attack.
So these just rocks
And then-
just
Plus 8 to
flying at it.
attack.
Yeah, this is the statue. He's a 1.
Okay, yeah. As the statue goes to swing in, it's whenever it bites into it, it kind of catches the hammer fully in it, and it kind of throws itself off, and it throws off its attack. It's arms prepared action. I'll bear. Oh, it was if anyone got fucked up.
Yeah.
So
No one got fucked up.
Do I feel like people got hit?
you know the Korak got hit.
What missed, but
Nothing.
Oh no, it missed, and then it hit the statue, so nobody got hurt.
So I can contain that prepared action until his next turn, correct?
you don't have to.
Or do I have to?
Do you lose the spell if you don't use it?
No.
Okay.
You just
Oh yeah,
use the,
he can continue to have it prepared, but now your concentration drops.
Well,
That would be.
I don't know.
So yeah, it was the surprise round. We went just from the top of the initiative around the bend. Your concentration drops at the end of your turn.
Right.
Fenrir, you're up.
Right, because everybody didn't get really messed up. I was expecting.
Well, it's still.
So as a bear, I was thinking.
You had it prepared that if any. So you still have it prepared
Yeah,
through
it's
these
still
last couple
prepared.
turns here.
Okay.
But it's because your concentration on your thing ends at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Your turn ends. Fenrir's up.
My vow of enmity is that a bonus action or a full action?
It's a bonus action.
Okay.
You casting that on? Or are you doing Hunter's Mark?
No, I'm gonna cast my vow.
Okay. You have advantage on all attack rolls against him. It's your bonus action. Now you get your.
So. Jesus. Fuck off.
I like this music.
15.
15 is a miss.
You shouldn't roll 2 natural ones.
Jesus Christ. 19.
19's a hit.
Alright. I'm going to do a level 3 Divine Smite.
Okay, so that is 4 additional d8. Because the Divine Smite is 2.
Plus the additional.
Plus the 2 additional levels. So it's a d12 and 4 d8.
Jesus. How do you want to do this?
He was actually weaker.
Be
than
low.
little one.
Plus 90 Fender damage. It's legendary damage.
Don't forget your 8 times multiple. Cody, can we tell me air yours now?
23 points of damage.
Well, what plus your strength?
Oh.
It's
29.
that fall weather is like cold as fucking night.
That's bullshit.
Totally normal.
Fuck off.
Okay, your axe slamming into the creature. Sorry, you're up.
Alright.
Bonus action, do your plethora of attacks again. I'm certain.
I'm just gonna get 6 d8s out.
But you get more rocks?
D20s.
They don't disappear.
The rock
That's kind of badass as fuck.
So
concentration spells, man. They're
Is a 14 hit?
No.
Alright, so I only got 2 that hit that time. They were both above 20.
Okay.
So that's 7 plus 8, 15 damage.
How much?
15 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just there's no fire in the ground, is there?
No.
There is no. So I'm just gonna do just gonna shoot arrows at it.
Okay, go make 2 attacks.
That's an 18.
18 hits.
And, like an 11.
11 misses.
So many dice involved now. Damn it. 5 plus 4, so that's 9. And I'm just gonna kind of back up a little bit and get by these rocks over here.
Okay. Roll your second attack with advantage. Reroll the one you missed.
Oh.
And actually, Fenrir, you missed with one of your attacks. Roll another attack.
He had enmity, so he.
Oh yeah, no, you had advantage to begin.
He was
with.
already at
Okay.
advantage.
Why?
So that's gonna be 21.
He's blinded by Sindal. I had forgotten about that.
21.
Are you fucking? So I would have had advantage anyway.
21.
Yeah.
But
You didn't know that. You didn't know that.
21 hits. Sorry.
Technically,
I totally spaced on it. My bad.
7
technically, you still don't know this. So you probably would have cast the vow.
That's annoying though, because I would have gotten another fucking D6.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to switch it out, you
I
can.
don't want to
No,
be a bitch
no.
about it. Yeah, just go.
Fuck out.
Oh, we're not at all.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I didn't roll my statue. I just rolled the rocks.
Go ahead and roll your attack with advantage because it's blinded.
It was 17 plus.
If it's
the thing.
yeah, that's
3.
Because I didn't
That's
say.
2d10s. So 6. 9 plus 2, so 11 more damage.
What size is the Behir?
huge. Okay.
So nobody got really super fucked up or anything like that.
So Korak was the only one that got hit.
So
I could take some healing.
where is that?
You get my
I don't
dice
need
situations
it.
over here.
Where are you?
I'm on the end right there. I mean, let's be honest. Aubert wouldn't heal me.
I know. But it doesn't have. His guiding bolt isn't prepared for this. You know what I mean? That's what he would do.
He would use Radiance of the Dawn, probably.
That's also true. What are you doing, man?
I don't just want to be a heal bot.
Korak, you're on deck.
I'm ready.
And then
I only do one thing.
How much does he have to do for Radiance of the Dawn? Because he uses that 100% of the time when he has the chance.
Come on, man, what are you doing?
What is
Normally it's against
is that
undead.
the
Radiant into the Dawn is the thing where he holds up his hammer and the things make Constitution saving.
All right, so I'm gonna run up near, and behind, like right
His chest and
one more towards Troy to the left. Yeah, sheriff, whatever. And do Radiance of the Dawn.
There it is.
Constitution saving throw. That is a 16, which I believe his DC is higher than that. Actually, what is your DC?
My DC is 17, so I think 6
He would also.
Yes, he also has a 17.
Yeah, he's 17 as well.
because he has a +5, so that would be
2d10 plus 9.
$18.
Okay. You see the flash of light as it burns against the creature. Korak.
I'm just gonna not rage. And I'll just attack it. That's a natural 20.
That's a hit.
Somebody's rolling well.
And that's a 19.
That hits.
Natural 20. That's that's a percentage, but I'll take it. Hey! Wait, that's a 1. Shit. Okay, so
A
that's
10.
7 damage. Yeah. Wait, you get damage for that. That's rude.
Your D10s suck.
That is cocked. 15.
70.
75 points of damage.
Okay. Your two sword swings. The first one slashing into it. You can see that the creature still hasn't taken a lot of damage. Still very angry. Still very much still alive at this point. Lily.
Until now. I'm going. I'm gonna move. Like mother. About here, and then I think I'm within 30.
Do you have a barrel on your head?
20. Yeah, you're within 30 feet.
Bite.
Okay. Makes a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 20.
That's a 22.
Fuck. So he'll take half. Should
Hey.
I only roll 4 then? Right.
No, always roll the
Okay, so
always roll the
6,
numbers out.
15.
It's fine.
Okay, you keep track.
37.
37.
37, 36, so that's 18.
Wait, did I double the 1? I forgot to double my natural 20.
I don't know.
We roll with dice.
It would have added
8, I think. No, wait.
it would have added
1.
One.
It would have added 1. That's
Wow.
right.
Can you cast cantrips as a bonus at this level
good
too?
Lord.
yeah.
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame on him.
No.
Oh,
The
right.
spell has to be a bonus action to cast.
Yeah. It
Oh.
has to have the casting time.
So like Healing Word you can throw out as an additional thing because it's a bonus action. The thing is that in the normal rules you can only cast 1 slotted spell per turn.
Right.
Including bonus actions.
So now, including bonus actions. So now you can cast 2 slotted spells per turn, as long as it is an action and a bonus action, and one of them is first level.
Oh, I thought it was like every first level now could be.
No.
No. That's that's
is
super broken.
All right, that's all I can do besides be kawaii.
Okay. Creature.
Did you describe its torment?
Creature.
It actually heals it.
Again.
Is aware enough to line up a lightning breath. So instead, he's gonna hit the last thing that really hit it. He's gonna hit Korak with a lightning breath. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. It's 19.
19. That succeeds. So
You have bonus because you're raging. Raging gives you.
I'm not raging.
Oh.
Wait. I still get. I still have advantage on my dexterity save.
yeah, you do because
Right.
you're a barbarian. You take half of 83.
Oh!
So you
41!
take 41 points of lightning damage.
That hurts.
So the creature turns in and breathes lightning on you. Feels... and it's going to stay where it is and attempt to just make a Constitution saving throw against your...
Correct.
I mean, Lily's the last thing that hit.
That's a 16.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, so so it misses the save, so it's still blinded.
It
comes from.
Sindel.
Yeah, you can't really feel where it comes from.
I'm going to. I'm assuming it's like really making a lot of noise and like just.
It is roaring and,
Just
thrashing,
roaring and
there is just
thrashing.
a sudden crash of lightning as it just rolls over Korak as he manages to just kind of duck out of the way, but you can still see smoke just kind of rising off of his shoulder where it blasted into him.
At least that was behind me.
I'm going to. I'm going to just do a first level. I'm gonna look down. There's a rock, and I'm just gonna throw it at him with a catapult.
Wait, where's that snail at?
If
Where?
Just.
Can you reach back and grab me Prince of the Apocalypse?
I got. We gotta get the.
Shot.
We should just keep that card out.
I've given you the cards multiple times. You keep giving it back to me.
Well, I never take it out of the box.
I just have all mine in the front of one of the bar boxes.
I just use the app.
I should be.
Systems of Dragons need to have a mess.
I was double checking to make sure that it was not a concentration spell.
You guys have like.
Okay, so it makes it dexterity save.
Okay.
That's only an 8. So I believe that's 3. Just have this open. 10 catapults. 3d bludgeoning damage, correct? Okay, roll damage. 18. Okay, as you cast the spell, you reach over and grab one of the stones and you fling it towards the creature. It slams into it. Anything else?
I feel all right there. Yeah. I'm just gonna put my back against the wall still and just try to. I don't know. At least, sort of. Maybe if there's something exploding out this wall, I might get a first.
Okay.
Intuition.
All right. Fenrir, you're up.
Still blinded, yeah?
Yeah.
Does it make saving throws against that?
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't succeed.
Glasses.
Ow.
Is my hunter's mark still up or no?
Yeah, it's still up.
No, because he developed enmity.
That's out of concentration.
What?
It's not.
Cool. No, that's fine.
Well,
I just
in
thought-
that case, my last one should have had D6. Can I roll and you subtract it just now?
No, because you couldn't move it.
No, because you
See,
had
that's-
to move it and you vowed it.
That's what I thought.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, I'll move it now. Bonus
And
action.
that's where my confusion was.
Sorry. Alright, now attack it.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Crit. Thank
Okay.
fucking Christ. How's this thing?
Well, this
looking?
fight's over.
Just roll a d12 plus are you spiting it? What did you ask?
No,
Sorry.
I said, how's this thing looking?
It's still angry and fighting.
Alright. We're gonna give it a level 3 divine.
So give it an additional 48, and to save time, what you're going to do what Eric's been doing, you just double the dice roll, whatever you roll. Because it's essentially the same thing. You can either roll 4 times the number of dice, or
So
just
do
double.
3d8 and
It's 48 and a d12, and then tell me
just
your
double
number.
everything. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So.
It's only 48.
Okay.
Nothing. He was attacking. He was attacking.
I'm just kidding.
Super depressed.
Tell me your dice.
52.
So,
Super
tell me. Just tell me. Tell
this
me.
is 26.
26, so that doubles.
Yeah.
To
52.
yeah, 52 plus your strength.
Which is
5. So it's 5 plus 1. So that's 58, and then roll an additional 2d12 because of your axe. It's 58. Roll 2 more d12.
Okay.
I don't know the axe.
And that is 12.
70 points damage.
And I'm also going to roll one more d20. See
Your
if I can
second
get
Almost the dodge damage.
You get a
He's
second
level 20
attack.
barbarian.
Still, that was your first attack.
Yeah, but with the crit,
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
like
get to
10
roll it.
level 20.
alright, it was on. Alright, so second attack.
He's level 2 fighter.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Is
28.
28 to hit? Oh, roll an additional d6 because you have a hunter's mark too. I forgot about that.
So shouldn't I get 2 of those?
It's just double the value, so 4.
Draws 4.
Okay?
Um,
So then it's just the straight d12.
unless I want to cast something
Unless you want to
else.
smite him again.
Yeah. How's it looking after that first one?
You smiting him or not? He's still up.
Yeah, I'm gonna smite him.
I'll just have to do a level 2.
Roll
3.
d12 plus 3d8. Okay. You see his finger. Two big axe slams just slamming into it, carving out a large chunk of the creature as he pulls his axe out the second time. This gout of blood washes over him, splashing all over the front of him. Sorry.
Alright, so do all of my have advantage?
Yep.
Wow. So that's a 21, so it's a hit.
Does this shit last for a minute?
1. That's a 20, so hit on 2. 25, that's a third hit. Crit. 23. And 24. So 4 hits, or 5 hits and a crit. 4. It's 12. Plus 4. 5. So that's 17. What's 6 times 4?
24.
24. 17 plus 24 is
41.
41. And then the big guy, he has a 15. Misses. And then I'm just going to keep throwing arrows at him too. So
do more damage.
that's still low. And that's a 24.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
7.
Okay. You see as the stones hailing into it, Zarn pulls back, 2 shots, slamming into the creature. Not looking very good at this point.
We got through that pretty quick. Oh, is this like rocks and stuff here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of hop behind this rock here and just get into cover.
Okay.
Fuck.
Uh,
I have another 3 points.
hold on a second. I don't know.
That's pretty fast.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
cast Sacred. Wait, no. You were actually hurt.
Oh yeah, I'm not feeling great.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was actually stepping forward as a.
If I would have failed that,
I'm just going to step up behind him, grab his shoulder, and cast a. Spell slots. Oh well.
Whisper
I don't think I'm
something
spending for levels.
suggestive into his ear.
I'm going
first.
to do a. He hasn't done any
Keep
second
them very
level. I'm not just scorching ray.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a I guess a first
Like
level
rubbing your
cure
abs.
wounds. We're still in the second thing, aren't we? Just the second round.
This is where it's gonna end.
This is where it's going to end.
The
So I
Word
will
of
do a
Glory.
third level then.
So you
Cure
heal
wounds.
24, 29 points. As he
Because
rushes
it's
up to
not
you.
done yet. Yeah.
As you feel that warmth that's in your chest is about to fade from the beacon of hope, he runs up and he touches you and heals you for 29 points.
29.
Yeah.
Stu, you were so close to getting me to 69 hit points.
So I'm ready to do anything else?
He's going to step back and just. Well, I guess it doesn't.
That provokes an attack of opportunity from the tail.
Okay.
That is a 20 versus armor class, which I believe misses
So
on there.
miss.
Yeah.
So I guess he'll just stand back and just prepare himself.
Okay. Alright.
I would like to go into a rage because he just breathed lightning on me and attack him twice.
Okay.
Reckless. Well, no, I don't even need to do it recklessly, but I'm gonna do it anyways. 22.
Hit.
24.
2 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Fucking love it. Ah! Rolling both at the same time. 16, 11.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Slayer of Behirs, Korra. I don't know.
Fight
No, I didn't like it very much. Does he have any like a pen? Oh, he's got all those legs. Can I just like swipe down one side and cut off like 5 legs, and then just bring it up through like one of the openings into its torso and kill it?
Yeah, so as you step forward, after it just breathed lightning on you, you see as Albert steps away, its tail slams forward, Albert managing to kind of just duck out of the way. As you do, you see it's left you an opening. You come down low, and with your sword just come straight up along the side of it, cut off 5 of the legs on the one side as they kind of fall to the ground. It's still kind of writhing. As the creature roars out in pain, you slice out a large chunk of its scales as well, and take that opportunity to kind of lunge up and jam your sword up. You feel one hard thump as you feel the sword pierce into the creature's heart. And the creature falls to the ground, kind of pulling your sword out of your hands as it just falls to the ground still.
And then I'll bite it.
And you see as Korak goes forward and starts tearing into the side of this thing with his mouth. We're going to go ahead and take a break for a quick minute. Guys, we hope you've enjoyed what's gone on so far. I know that was a long encounter, but we'll be back in just a few minutes after we use the restaurant.
To fight the other one!
I swear to God there was going to be a mate that came back.
Good one, Stewie.
And welcome
He's
back.
off his game today.
So, silence
you know,
settles in
maybe.
the cave around you, as all of you standing here, as the Behir lies slain. A few moments pass.
I walk out and I'm like, does anybody know prestidigitation? I've got a little bit of blood on myself. From
I stay
running back
against
here.
the wall, feeling for more.
Make a perception check.
Is there any kind of like intelligence check of some sort to know if Behirs usually tend to have like?
Are you proficient with nature?
No.
What? Oh, that's right. You're a fucking druid that isn't proficient in
I
nature.
took survival.
Right.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I will say, as a druid, make a nature check.
Survival. What's wrong with you?
10.
10? Not sure.
There could be another one. Oh, we know.
I already did my nature check on them last week.
My perception against the wall is 15.
15?
How do you spell this
Seems
thing?
silent.
Behir.
Yes. There's a child, clearly a child and a parent here. I don't know anything about these creatures though, so I can't say if they typically have
I don't feel anything else
groups together.
coming, at least from vibrations against the mountain.
Zorn's.
You hear the sound as 5 stones hit the ground in the statue where it's standing. Locks in place.
Does the statue have any distinct features?
Taking a moment to look at it, you see that it is it is a large dwarven statue.
Like bigger than a normal dwarf, or?
I mean, in comparison to Fenrir, yes, the statue stands about 8 to 10 feet tall. Anyone that is proficient in religion would know that.
It's so weird that I'm not.
Well, I know that Sindal Bear would know that this is a statue to the god Onatar, the sovereign of fire and forge, the god of crafts and weapons and tools.
Is he part of the host?
Yes. You see the statue settles back into place. Taking a moment to look around the cavern, you see, like I said before, a table, a few tables that are kind of in the center around here. Many of them just kind of broken and smashed. You see the one table that's still standing. You see some barrels over in the corner. You see a small fire that is long burnt out with a cooking pot over top of it. Chairs scattered and broken. And back where Zarn had been standing since he said he kind of walked up, you saw that there was these stones that are kind of laying there with all the trails of blood that are in this room lead in that direction. Down into that tunnel with it very heavily right around here.
So this wasn't even our prey.
Well, it continues then.
Can we assume that's the tunnel that held Gorin in the first place?
Possibly. Grab your things, let's go.
What one did we choose? We chose the left tunnel.
Yeah, so you guys came out this tunnel here. The tunnel kind of come from this direction and looped around.
Oh, so
gathered here.
that would be the direction that we
Based off of what you saw from the map, you would guess that these 2 tunnels up here are the ones that came from the other direction. This tunnel over here is completely collapsed, and then there is the other tunnel that was coming off of there, and then that one was not on the map.
Essentially,
So I assumed incorrectly. I ran the wrong way when I was trying to recover.
You could have been Deep Blue Seed.
essentially they took whatever prey they found near the elevator, so it was the most direct route. And we took the indirect route from what I can gather. It's my guess, and the path where there was no blood would have been
This tunnel.
an assumed dead end. They knew whatever creatures, they already sort of knew that they wouldn't be able to make their way back. Or something.
So I imagine these creatures. The question is really if this bloodshed is from these creatures we just fought, or if it's from something else.
Well, they were here and the blood still continues. I can't imagine that.
Well, if you figure they uncovered a cabin or something that led to them, that they were just slaughtering people as they moved the tunnels to get here.
It
As
looks
the
like
monks
something
fled.
dragged.
But why would the blood continue?
Yeah.
There's-
Well, I believe what Zod is saying is that the creatures emerged from there and killed everything on its way out, possibly.
Can you use a survival check to determine if...
Roll survival check.
And while he does that, is there anything that I can like harvest from this Behir that seems cool?
Yeah, what do you want to try to gather from it?
Anything that I think might cause an electric shock or anything that could enhance a weapon.
Make a survival check.
Teeth. Probably has a lot of teeth.
19.
19.
You know what, this die has been
Um,
reliable.
So Korak begins going into this creature, pulling out a knife, and he starts trying to carve into the creature.
I'll give you
around
an
their
inspiration on your carbon
stuff. Lily, you take
Was
the
that
moment
+6?
kind of going and looking around.
Shit.
You kind of step over to the spot in the wall where all the stones and the blood is.
Nice.
And
Was clutch joy.
taking a moment, you see that it looks as if the blood all kind of... There is some blood that came from this direction, blood that came from this direction, and some blood that came from this direction. All of it kind of joins and centers towards there, and as you go and look around the stones, you can see nothing, because you don't have light.
What do you see, Lily? What do you...
What?
Oh, is she blind? I forgot about this again. And I'll cast just dancing lights in the room.
Okay.
And then as she moves forward, I'll start to slowly move
I have
forward.
my goggles down and your lights come up.
21.
Okay. Going into the creature, kind of pulling out the knife, you kind of carve into where and around where your sword pierced through. You find the large, ruptured and ruined heart, as well as that you sliced into the lung of the creature. You find, kind of further up into the neck area of the creature, you find a singular, undamaged, kind of pulsing blue sack of some kind, and you kind of gather it. As you kind of touch it, you feel a charge kind of run through your hand a little bit as you reach towards it. And when you grab it, it doesn't actually do any damage, but you cut it out and you have one undamaged Behir lightning sack.
I should start doing that shit more often too.
As
A
the
lot of money at one time.
if you want to try to harvest teeth too, roll me another survival check.
I will.
As you are going towards the tunnel, with the dancing light now following you, you take a moment and you see maybe only another 20 feet down this way. You can see that there is what looks like a blasted out and carved out small cavern.
Down the tunnel.
Down, it's only like 10-15 feet down the tunnel. That looks, and you can see that there is another like kind of rough tunnel through it that looks more like it was another broken in section. And around in this area you can see piles of bones and corpses. And you kind of get the idea with your survival check that this is the nest for where these two Behirs have been. They've broke in through this area and they made a small little nest area back inside the tunnel that came down. And it looks as if that they have gathered all of their food and brought it to this location. 12. You gather only about 4 Behir teeth. All the rest of them are broken, many of them chipped after biting into the stone statue.
Can I just like, where the crates and barrels and stuff are, just kind of like rummage through those and see what kind of things they had in them?
Sure, make an investigation check.
That is a 19.
Looking through the barrels, you open them up and you see that there is a collection of different stones, and there are a few other small little boxes inside. And like digging through them and just setting them down. You get to one that's kind of all full of gravel. You take a moment, just kind of tip the barrel over, and it all spills out onto the floor. And as you kind of pick up the barrel and fully pull it out, you see that there is a small vial with this kind of shimmering blue-gray fluid hidden at the bottom of the barrel. You kind of pick it up and you look at it. It's very thick in viscousy, and it's just kind of moves and glimmers with even the slightest bit of movement. You see it kind of give off a natural light blue light.
I kind of found a vial, perhaps a potion or something. Anybody have any idea what this is?
I'm not there. Lily, did you think that there was a second entrance from where the Behirs?
Right.
He is with Lily, and he's across the chamber. You're
I'm really far away.
Oh, that was just funny how he hijacked.
Go fuck yourself, Lily.
I'm just walking around.
So you're holding this vial. From what you see in this cavern, like in this small little nest area, there's only the one tunnel coming in. It's big enough for a Behir to crawl through, and as you kind of take a moment and peer a little bit further down the passage, you can see blackened scorch marks of the creature's lightning breath. It seems almost as if that this was, you saw like the bits of railroad kind of coming to there. This is just where they burst through into the mining operation.
It seems as if this is where they just burst through into the mining
Is
operation.
it closed off completely from down this way? I don't want anything else subjective to attempting to kill us coming through.
I'm gonna take this time and cast Find Steed for my.
Okay.
It'd be hard. I think it'd be hard to tell where like the entrance on the other side of this starts.
It continues?
Oh
No.
yeah, it just goes further and further down.
Maybe there's like a way that
I'm
we
sorry. I mean, it's not good.
So I'm gonna approach Zarn and be like, "Oh, I don't know," and I'm gonna try to pop the top off and stick my finger in it.
I'm gonna attempt to not let him do that.
Well, I'm not trying really hard or anything. I just it's,
as you reach towards it, sorry.
yeah, it's like my assumption. It's my assumption that's what you wanted me to do.
Sometimes these things are kind of like a one-use sort of thing, so you don't want to waste any. Easier if we have somebody identify it directly, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, I did just find this, and I show you the Behir lightning gland.
Interesting.
So, if you want to touch it,
Not really.
just touch it.
Are you sure?
I'm holding it out to you.
I'll poke it with my finger.
You feel almost like like in winter, like whenever you grab like a fleece jacket and you feel that like crackle. Just like a little bit of static electricity.
It isn't so bad.
Do you think if I ate this, I could breathe lightning? I'm just fucking with you. I don't particularly. I mean, I like it. I don't want to hold on to it. I don't know who would be best to.
I mean, we've had a problem before where we've held on to things and they've gone bad when they're parts of creatures. So.
Yes, you should have given them to the right people. I know what you mean.
Do we have anything? We don't really have anything that can preserve anything, though.
Not even bag of holding.
Is the bag of holding
Said no.
preserve things?
So what?
Bag of holding preserve things?
It's a vacuum. There's no air.
We can try the bag of holding, and then just hopefully we get back and it's not.
Science says
Well,
that
maybe-
it won't
maybe-
decay.
Maybe Sindal or Lily might know something. And I'll make my way towards them to show them.
Or Albert.
Or up there. I'll probably just light it on fire.
Radiance.
It's not an enemy.
Wild beast.
So should
So-
we roll checks on this thing?
We'll check on what thing.
The gland.
Oh. So, a couple of minutes pass. Eventually, your spell finishes. Lune returns. She comes up and kind of nuzzles you a little bit, and sorry, it was too fast. I couldn't manage to get out of the way.
Yeah, because we almost all died, so.
Glad
I hate seeing you disappear. It sucks every time.
I'm glad that you made it through without me. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I need to pull up the map and kind of lay it out on the table there. And so this is not. Is this marked on the map? Like this? Or
That's a
like
good question.
Look at the map. No.
So is this the tunnel that goes off of this room, the one that's got collapsed, or
That tunnel is collapsed. That is one that goes off, and then there is this
That
one
one.
as well. That is the one that stretches out and
keeps going?
off the edge of the map.
Interesting.
And the one that's collapsed, is there anything in the map on the other side of that? Like, can we see, is it a room or is it a tunnel or is
It isn't. It is a tunnel that continues on, and it seems as if there are many, many forking branches from that one.
I'm sorry, you said wasn't on the map.
That was not on the map.
like
no.
it's a mine?
So it's something. The creatures burrowed in here, bursted in, and started murdering indiscriminately, pretty much.
I wonder what led them to here, or if it was just coincidence.
I mean, maybe loud. Maybe they were drawn in by like the noises of mining equipment and such, or just happened upon it. The one we saw before in the mountains seemed like it was just kind of going through and burrowing, so it might have just happened upon this area.
It doesn't seem like the mine really. They're like, there's nowhere else for us to really go from this point, right?
There's that big tunnel.
There
One
is
that's
still
coming
a
straight
tunnel.
towards you.
Yeah, there's this tunnel here. That this is the one that goes off the edge of the map.
It's suspicious that it goes off the edge of the map. I wonder if it's some sort of like connected to something else, perhaps.
I mean, like it literally goes off the edge of the map, or it just
Yeah.
kind of goes
Yeah,
and then
it
just ends.
Yeah, it has rails.
From where the beer burst.
The over here, it looks as if that they were like kind of starting to mine over here,
Okay.
and then the Behir burst through the wall. And this broke off. This is the tunnel all the way over here that I was talking about. The rail goes off, and it just goes off the edge of the map.
Well, I'd say mission accomplished.
That's what we have two options. We could go deeper in and look for more, or we can report back and say we've killed these beasts.
These creatures, these Behir, do they stay with more than just a mother and a child as we've just slain?
I know nothing of these creatures. I mean, I was wondering if they normally reside with those other creatures, the chittering.
Sorry myself. Continue.
I don't really know a lot with nature. I'm still young in my studies.
Yes. Yes, we are all very young and on experience of.
Missed a glaring thing I forgot to mention. In the area where there's the pile of corpses, there's a big pile of shiny stuff, which is money.
There's a big.
Totally forgot about that in my notes.
I didn't tell anybody.
Wait!
What are you doing in there?
You were right there.
I was a.
Either way, it's not like he could carry that much. Look at him.
I have spells.
Not you.
No.
Conjure a ton of dogs with backpacks.
You have a spell. They don't conjure a ton of dogs.
They don't come with backpacks.
It's like Naruto. He just summons the shinobi dogs.
Where did all of these dogs come from?
Stupid's dead.
I'm just imagining a bunch of dogs. You're like, what the fuck? And they're all running out with backpacks on. Just
Scooby
like,
Doo style.
Oh, just full of gold.
it was like,
So what do you guys think? Should we press on or should we?
It's just a bunch of loot. Like, there's no real reason for us to like look through it. Correct.
We're taking it off.
I feel like
Let's.
Make an investigation.
I was the first one there. I'm gonna investigate. I investigate with a 15.
15. Going through the big pile, there is a lot of gold. There's a lot of platinum.
I'm gonna take some of the platinum.
Kind of sifting through the big pile of it, you find a vial with this bright yellow orangish liquid that kind of seems to almost be like popping. It's like fizzing almost like excitedly as you're holding it and kind of looking at it. Not exactly sure what it does. And with your 15, looking around as you're kind of looking at that, there's a lot of money here. And you look over and you see the big pile of corpses and skeletons, and you see that there is one mangled corpse. Most of them are just kind of in rags and mining equipment. You see that there is one corpse amongst them that something kind of sticks out. You walk over and you kind of pull it out, and you see that there's a short, stocky skeleton. Most of the face and head is kind of torn away from it, but you see that there is a belt with the likeness of a dwarf on the front of it. You kind of pull it off, and all the other things burnt and scorched. This is largely untouched, undamaged.
Was anyone with me when I initially? Oh, okay, all right.
You're seeing him.
I also came down to show them the land.
Then I wouldn't try to snag a couple pieces of platinum.
I'm still wandering around.
I would
with my
watch.
vial.
Lily, you can take
for someone to check.
Lily, take the platinum if you wanted. And
Oh, Lily can't hold all this platinum.
well,
It's a big pile of gold.
she's eyeing up the platinum. Like,
Yeah.
a little. So, I'm looking around to see while she's kind of digging up through. Is there any like? Does it look like anybody was near escape? Like still alive and still like I don't know. Does it look like there's like a singular blood trail that like might be like away from the pile and
Make a
still?
survival check.
Seven.
7. Looking in here, there's a lot of blood on the floor.
Sure.
It does not look like anything that came into this room did not manage to come back out of their own free will.
Cool.
Sindal, do you think we can get all of this stuff out of here?
Well, listen,
Or should we go get the cart?
the cart's
It's hard
quite.
to not go with us in here.
The cart's
No,
quite.
I know. We might have. You're not there.
You are still in the process of completing your ritual while they're investigating this.
I'm assuming he's picking
Check
up
out
the
this
belt.
cool belt.
I thought she already came back.
I just kind of said that happens.
I'll take a look at that later. Although, well, I suppose just hold on to that. Yes, go ahead.
Taking some platinum for myself. Alright, everyone else has been getting magic items and all this shit.
In terms of money, just because you guys have some time, the next hour goes by, no problem, as you guys are taking some time looking at the money. There are 700 gold pieces and 1,100 platinum, which totals up to 11,000 gold, or 11,700 gold.
Are we able to carry that? And B, I'm sorry, what was the time frame on that?
And you guys have the time to take a short rest.
Okay, well then I would cat Lily the belt.
Eventually, all of you have come together at this point, seeing the large pile of money, coming, running in.
Fenrir!
Identify!
Think of how many tattoos we can get with this.
How much? How many pieces of platinum?
1,100.
And that equals.
11,000.
1 platinum equals 10 gold, so that
11.
is 11,000 gold.
I'm gonna grab the yellow bubbling, excitedly liquid.
What?
Pop its top. Let's stick my finger in it.
Bubbles and fizzes.
Rub my fingers together.
It's a little bit of a numb sensation.
May I?
Ooh. Ooh.
Your finger disintegrates.
We're all together now looking
Yeah.
at this now. Okay.
A few minutes later, Lunate and Fenrir come
You're gonna turn into
wandering into the chamber.
That'd be awesome. I'll put the cork back on and toss it to Sindel.
Who said
So over the course of the
you could
short
take it
rest,
from me?
I took it.
over the course of the short rest, you guys can spend your hit dice, do any kind of recovery that you guys want to do.
Song of Rest.
You cast Identify.
He's playing a song of Rest now.
Someone gets an
I
extra
just want,
one.
I, because I want to see what they
Oh, I
are.
was actually at full health. So.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
We were having a
alright,
discussion while you were gone.
I don't know whose that one was.
That is your vial that you found.
Oh, cool.
File that I found.
That is the one that Korak stuck his finger in.
what I hope it was.
Well, what are you doing, man?
Oh, shit.
Yes.
I need that.
Hand it.
Yeah. You're not the one who gets fear cast on you by his allies. Is that the Belt of Dormankind?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
There we go. I could wear this. I need a Constitution modifier.
And you could grow a beard.
It'd be amazing.
What did
I'd
we
still look
put on
adorable.
I don't know about that.
Well, that belt that I just identified actually would allow Lily could grow a beard. She
It says if you're capable of growing a beard.
Does it say that?
I don't know if. I feel like 14-year-old girl is actually
Yeah.
probably the most difficult, least likely of being capable of growing a beard.
But we understand nothing
Can you
about
roll
her
for
nature
it?
with those ears. No creature I've ever well,
She's gonna turn into a
creature,
furry.
I'm sorry, Lily, but no person or peoples I've ever met can grow
My
ears
turn
like that.
to- Oh, this requires a 2.
Does indeed.
I would definitely take that.
Although I do not.
Who, you?
Yes.
You?
Absolutely.
I don't want to give up the things that I have.
What is it?
Yeah, we'll read it.
Yeah,
in
it's
case someone
perfect.
else wants it. When wearing this belt, you gain the following benefits. Your Constitution score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20. You have advantage on Charisma checks made to interact with dwarves. In addition, while attuned to the belt, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard if you're capable of growing one, or a visibly thicker beard if you already have one. If you aren't a dwarf, you gain the following additional benefits while wearing the belt. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage. You have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish.
That's if you are a dwarf or if you are
If you
not.
are not,
Oh, okay.
Well,
you
you're,
gain,
dwarves
you gain
already-
more capabilities than a dwarf.
Dwarves
has.
already have all that, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just want to go ahead and read the other two items.
I
as well.
have Oil of Greater Magic +1. You apply this oil to a weapon or implement as an action. When you do, it applies a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls and is treated as a magic weapon for 1 hour.
That's good.
Okay?
What is that?
Oil of Greater Magic.
You can apply that to a weapon that is already magical and it gains an additional +1.
Oh, really? Could I, like, it says implement, so could I put it on, like, my flute?
You could, but it doesn't increase your saving throws.
Okay.
But
But
only
it only attacks.
It increases your attack rolls as well. Correct.
Is that a one-time usage thing?
It's a
Like-
one-time use and it lasts 1 hour.
Okay.
I have the Potion of Heroism. When you drink this potion, you gain 5 temporary hit points per round for 1 minute and are immune to fear. This potion is a glittering gold, fills your chest with a warmth that stretches to your fingertips.
It's 151. That's what it is.
So you throw up when you drink it.
While we're talking, does anyone want that other than me? Belt?
The bell.
I did not have to tune
Probably
it.
best serve you.
I mean,
Wait,
poison resistance I don't need, but the Constitution modifier is real nice.
I mean,
I've never
everyone
I've never
helps you still.
paid
Oh no, it doesn't because you're.
I mean,
if
if
you're
I'm not
raging.
raging, it does.
I've never paid too close attention, and dancing lights closer to his face. Do
I
you
have
shave?
I have a beard, but it's not like
He'll
It's
trim
kind of just rough and just. It's not. It's It's not as thick as his actual beard. There's,
Right.
there's like
I
a
would
little
fall
bit of
into
patchiness to it.
a visibly thicker beard. If
Correct.
we are, yeah.
Right.
That's
That's what I was asking.
Full beard does not suit me. I don't want it.
That was.
Of course.
Honest to God, I can't even remember what items I have attuned to me right now. I
don't
gave
know.
you the bracers.
Yes.
I have my
What?
shield and boots.
The boots are not the
Sindal.
shield. It's.
Can you give me another spell?
Do you not have the
or
cards?
another shield spell into
There's
Dream?
somewhere. I don't have
Oh,
them
you did
immediately
have to.
available.
What the fuck?
They're right here.
Oh, well, why are you asking questions?
Because
then?
I wasn't sure where they were. I think.
Idiots. Yes, Lily. Protect
Alright.
yourself.
I had a question with this ring.
I never had cards.
I absolutely gave you a card for the shield. No, I did.
It's around.
His DC now is 17, but when he casts Phantasmal Force into this, it was 16.
It does not
stay
increase.
16?
It stays 16.
God, Tim, what kind of question is that?
Spells are in the ring. I don't even remember anymore.
So,
Huh?
If I give you Phantasmal Force, I don't even know
Are
what's
we
in
able
that ring.
to fit all the gold and platinum into the bag of holding?
Yeah.
so we have pretty much two choices. We either head back and assume this is all down here, or we press on a bit further, see
If there's more gold.
Does anyone have a good sense of how much time has passed?
Let me think. Do I
At
have
this
any
point,
idea?
it's probably like early to mid afternoon, like maybe like 2-3 o'clock.
Early to mid-afternoon, maybe.
That's fine.
Might I reiterate, as other thoughts might have told, this money that we just stole from this mine, earned, surely,
Lily.
we should probably make certain, and while it is in the bag of holding, we have seen the bag of holding.
Joe gets me every time.
I know this. It was a good, fantastic.
Every time it gets me, no matter what.
We should make certain that it is not known simply that we were the ones who took it all. If we are going to steal from these scoundrels and thieves that have tasked us with this.
Sindal, what gold?
Yes. Perfectly well said, Korak.
Yeah, that was no gold.
But we also have the same issue. Well, I don't
There were
know.
two.
It's an
giant-
issue. It's an issue we should worry about at a later point. On whether or not they have.
We accomplished the mission.
We don't know that.
There was no.
There's
Gold.
further mining, Lily. We do not know
Yeah.
if there's still more of these creatures.
Our mission is to figure out what's going on down here and fix it. We've only explored half of it.
I have a
That was pretty
question.
badass.
I don't know a lot about mining, but I don't think mines usually sell their goods out of the mine, right? So,
No, I was very curious about that myself. There were certain cart trails that were suggesting that.
I kind of with my guess, if looking at the path that goes on the map that goes off, perhaps there's some sort of smuggling going on through here. If the tunnel leads to another location.
We faced an area where I thought that it seemed as though there was a checkpoint where they were looking for more precious gems coming up from the deeper parts of the mine. I didn't see anything that... So but it is a thought that did cross my mind as well.
And they also, of course, if they had a bunch of platinum and gold, I don't know if they'd keep it down here. They'd probably keep it in the foreman's office, wouldn't they?
Yes, why was there so much platinum? Here.
Do these creatures? Why do these feral beasts collect it as well?
Do we know if that's in their nature to do that?
Roll me a nature check.
17.
17. You know a little bit about these creatures, and you know a little bit from the history of these creatures. That these creatures were bred for the purpose of hunting dragons by giants. That was the original purpose of Behir was made. And you know that in the process of doing that, they were bred from dragons.
Dragons
And
love.
Dragons
Yeah.
love gold.
I don't know if there's a second one down here, but I know that they like gold.
So they were collecting gold and platinum.
Zon, I have a
This is
thought.
perhaps this creature's hoard. You kind of get the idea of it.
Well, don't you guys think that if the hoard of gold and loot was here, there's probably not likely to be anything else down here? I mean, what else would probably challenge this here that we just slaughtered, by the way?
It
Quite
it was moments from eating me, I believe.
Tomato.
It nearly slew Zon and Fenrir in one fell swoop. Lily, don't take that lightly. That could have been you.
It almost was. Not the big one, the small one.
I agree with Sindal with keeping the gold and the platinum. You know,
You'll find no
Yeah.
argument here.
but at the same time, I have the mentality that whether this is this Behir's hoard or mined by the people who operated this mine, if it hadn't been for us coming down here and doing what we've done, it would be lost either way.
But they blackmailed us into coming down here, so clearly they're not really on our side in this.
Yeah.
They
I also-
didn't. They
So
didn't
either
say
way,
to-
keep it under wraps.
Yeah,
But-
they didn't say to recover anything. They just said to come down here and stop what was going
If
on.
this is a creature that hoards valuables, then perhaps this is its hoard from. I mean, if it's been living for. I imagine a creature that long, that or that large, is fairly old. It might have been things that's collected over a long period of time.
If that creature came from somewhere, that wouldn't have been its original breach point, do you think?
Well, it could have been. This could have been its nesting.
Nesting area. It must
this
have
is-
come
and
from a
thusly
different
where
location.
it kept its hoard
We should.
and dug through that tunnel that you had.
I saw no other entrance inside there, and I don't believe that.
In this thing,
Yes.
and there was a tunnel that
Oh
goes
right, that's
further
the one I
down
kept
underground.
deeper. Sorry.
How-
Yeah, I
How
forgot.
common
about that.
is like knowledge of like? Is there an Underdark in this world?
Oh yeah.
So
You guys have had dealings with the Underdark in the
Yeah.
past,
Yeah, we did.
where there was the Quaggoth
Oh yes.
from the original, your first adventure together.
So I imagine
That
that
had found its way through a tunnel from the Underdark.
perhaps this tunnel is connected to the Underdark, and this mine just happened to hit the Underdark.
I mean, those Behir, or not Behir, the roach things.
Well, I mean, the other one we saw was above the mountain, though, so perhaps they're not a creature of the Underdark.
So do you all think? I believe that our continued action really lays on. Do you believe that more danger lurks as you follow the tracks further deeper, or could this breach be the main? Should we continue down that breach where this Behir came from?
The way I see it, we have two options. We can either report back and say we've taken care of the issue,
No.
And it could possibly not be taken care of.
or we explore every single one of these tunnels.
That's the only way to confirm it.
I believe the safest course of action, the one that they're more worried about, I believe that their intel wouldn't be so off. With they have such a layer of networks in their intelligence. I believe that we should continue down the tracks before we intend to explore the breach.
We could ask the gods.
What?
I could use divination
What?
and ask if,
Do you have
like,
divination prepared?
yeah,
The gods of survival.
It's a
He
circle
doesn't know
spell.
anything about nature.
Oh, okay.
I
It is
think-
always prepared.
At the very least, we follow down this tunnel through that layer a little bit further, see if there's anything down there, and then
Through the breach or through the
the breach.
train tracks?
Through the breach, and then possibly find a place that we can collapse it, close it up.
I don't believe there's going to be an end to the breach, so I believe if we go that route, we have to collapse it.
If they truly came from the Underdark, there's no
No.
end.
They
No
might.
matter-
They might go out.
I
somewhere.
mean, would
must
collapsing it
go out
even really
somewhere.
make a difference? If this thing was able to create it in the first
Yes,
place?
but these things are dead.
Well, if there's other creatures that might pour in that are smaller, they won't be able to get through a collapsed tunnel.
Well, if we're intending to collapse the tunnels, I don't think it would be. Well, we could simply easily close off the tunnels and allow the Underdark creatures to re-emerge once we leave, and have cleared the tunnels of the imminent dangers. Then the tunnels can just be
So at what-
subject.
So at what point can we honestly say that we've taken care of the problem?
I would say when we explore the entire mine, not the breach.
Yes,
The
I
mine.
agree completely. The breach.
We can make them aware of the breach. There's nothing. We're
Oh,
going-
we could easily seal the breach.
I mean,
but
as
leave it-
easily as something
Maybe
else.
a small crack.
I mean, this is your father's life. We want to be thorough,
Yes.
don't we?
The breach. I see what you're saying.
Well, I mean, how much time did you say has passed?
It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, I mean since we.
We need to
We
continue
have
further
one
down.
month.
Does any blood
Finish
continue
our
down the
mission?
train
No,
tracks?
you guys have like
3 months?
you guys have 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And how much are we at now?
You have it was about a little bit over a week and a half to get here, so you have some time.
Oh, we have 3 weeks left now.
You have 3 weeks left to get back to Narc before winter hits.
Does more blood continue from the train tracks?
No.
What tunnel are we talking about?
Where the one that's not where we came from, correct?
No, you guys came from here.
Correct.
You know from the map that these 2 tunnels here are the ones that also connect to the elevator. This tunnel is collapsed.
Right.
That is the one that goes off the map. This was not here. That's where the breach was.
Right, and blood goes into obviously where they had their
Nest, the nest
and
area.
the,
There is a minimal amount of blood coming from the one that goes off the map. And the one around where it was, you see that there is blood underneath where the tunnel is collapsed. But it is like heavily collapsed. Like there is it is fully broken in. You don't see any gap in the stones. It looks as if it is collapsed a ways down the tunnel.
And the map does the map show any connection to that?
That is the one that it seems as if that is where the forward mining operations were taking place.
Gotcha. Well, I believe that then we should be certain that we find where this other train track goes. Or cart track.
The one that goes off the map.
Yes.
Okay.
We should.
So,
No, yeah.
you guys want to do that?
I think exploring that breach tunnel is folly. The mine itself is certainly fair game.
We should still move forward with extreme caution. Am I mistaken in this? We still have no idea what was down here or what caused everything.
To save a little bit of time. You guys, eventually, slowly, quietly, go and explore that tunnel. Go about 30, 40 minutes, and you see sunlight. You get the idea that when a mine is built, there is a shaft that is built down, and then a secondary air shaft that is built away from the way it came down. So that air can continue to come down the tunnel, and that way if there is a collapse, the change in air pressure, it keeps it the same as it is outside the mine, the same as it is inside the mine. So, that is where the tunnel that goes off the map leads. It is a secondary tunnel that is a ways away from where you guys originally came from.
Fair enough.
And when you get there, you can see that there are large piles of shit, mud, and really bad stone. It seems as if that this is where they just dump crap. Any of the stuff that's not worth anything in the mine this is where they come out and dump all of it. So there's the breach.
Oh.
And the collapse tunnel, which would take a while to clear out.
Yeah, does anyone have any magical means to clear that?
Thunderwave.
No.
It's not really built for clearing tunnels.
No, it's really a ton of clearing ability. I don't know.
So what are you guys doing with the breach? You guys gonna go down and explore it? You guys gonna collapse it?
Do you want to explore the little ways and see if it starts heading up or down or what?
I mean, we could. If we go in, I vote that we don't go too far. For all we know, it could be like a 3-hour walk.
Let's walk for
3 days.
no, not 3 days, correct. How about yes, let's walk for a while.
You guys start walking down the breach, and you get the idea that this was literally kind of blasted through by this creature. And you go down about 20, 30 minutes, it kind of zigzagging and changing. You can see that there are small pockets where the stone is dug out and blasted, and it seems as if that only these two were kind of traveling through here. You find small spots where they kind of dug out and blasted space around to make like stop and rest. And about 30, 40 minutes, doesn't seem to be too much change. The stone, it's just kind of like blasted at different angles, just seemingly just working its way up into the mine.
So it was just a happenstance thing? It was just tunneling through?
And the tunnel still continues further ahead of you. Everyone doing perception checks.
Boy, oh boy.
The 5.
This is not with advantage.
Oh shit!
Better
We're gonna
re-roll.
have to roll one of them because I don't know which one to win first. Damn it! 12.
17.
Lune, does Lune get one?
Yeah, Luna gets one. But it's not with advantage because it's hearing.
I understand. Fenrir had
Wait, it's hearing?
7 and Lune had 17.
16 for Sindal if you want. So he rolled a natural 19. His natural wisdom is 5. So it's probably like a plus.
These are all sitting here kind of pondering what to do. You see Albert kind of hold his hand up. I heard a voice further up ahead.
Voice?
A moment later, you hear kind of echoing up several other voices. Do any of you speak Undercommon?
Nope, I don't.
Absolutely not.
No. You hear voices that you cannot understand what is being said.
Everyone?
Unless any of you speak Undercommon, none of you understand it.
Are any of them speaking general to Goblin? It's as much as Adriel's taught me.
What are we gonna do? Hunter's.
Are they coming towards us?
Don't stage whisper.
Are they coming towards us? I whisper.
You have no idea.
Well, it certainly doesn't sound like one of Behirs.
We're here to figure out what's going on down here.
So
And that's what we did.
We need to
That's
pursue
fair.
it. Unless you want your dad to die.
So are we
we don't.
to slay the entire Underdog?
We don't know what that is.
We don't know what these creatures' intentions are. No.
We don't even
Do
know
we-
if it's creatures.
These humanoids, they're speaking a language. We don't know if they intend to still move upwards throughout this tunnel. For the safety of the...
Yeah, everybody make stealth checks.
Natural 20.
See if disadvantage.
No.
I had a 13, he had an 8.
Okay. Fender in the...
A 12 and a 13.
You hear the voices. Silent.
2 quick questions. Number 1, when I wild shape into something, does it make like noise that would draw attention? Would I know this at this point?
You naturally kind of like let out the sounds as you going through the process of it, but you don't like... It's not like a bear where you're like...
But it would definitely make enough noise if someone was listening for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You get the idea.
Okay.
It's not just like a silent like... Because there is the natural sound of like kind of like bones kind of popping as you're
This is the
transforming.
tunnel that was made by the Behirs. Yes.
Correct.
I'm gonna say, put out your lights, and then I'm gonna sneak forward.
That's good advice.
And you...
Not too far, but
Okay. All the lights dim.
Pass without a trace.
Okay.
I mean, I gotta go on natural 20, so I'm okay.
Well, in case of the rolls.
Nah, yeah,
Correct.
You're right.
Make a perception check.
11.
11. Further down the tunnel, you can see maybe about another 40, 50 feet ahead of you. You can see the tunnel kind of level out and it opens up into some kind of larger chamber.
Okay, I'll come back and report that. Up ahead, roughly 50 feet, there's a chamber it looks that opens up.
They abruptly stopped speaking.
Indeed, yes.
I'm going to... first of all, I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
First level. Do you believe that it's necessary? I'm not sure.
It's let's collapse the tunnel. And there's intelligent creatures down here. They might be able to clear it out. And they have a direct connection to the mine. I'm not saying it's... But then we could also start something serious if we kill something that we're not supposed to. So
So my question to you is, what do we do if this is a problem? If this tunnel being attached to the mine is an issue, then there's no end.
It's an open chamber.
Yes.
Dark vision didn't go far enough ahead to see inside the chamber at all, really.
That's all I got.
Should we? I want to know more.
I always want to know more.
Sally forth.
They probably know we're here. They might be waiting for an ambush. We could try diplomacy.
We walked down here for a reason. We can't just turn around now.
I mean, or we could turn around now. One or the other.
But then
You guys are a ways down this tunnel. You guys are like 20 minutes in. There's like a lot of tunnel that can be collapsed. I'm just making sure that you guys have a perspective. It's not like you guys are like, hey, we're back in the mine. You guys have got a ways to run back.
But that's the thing, though. It's like you said, if we collapse it, like who's to say they're not going to open it up again?
Well,
Like I thought that was the whole point. Is
my
like,
point is, no matter what we do, if we are not okay with this being attached to the mine and collapsing it, if that's not enough, then there is no end to our task.
It's true.
So should we just run back, collapse it, and then just go and tell them that we finished it?
They needed a Behir to burrow its way out. We were all certain of this. A Behir and its child to burrow its way into the mining operation. Whatever underdog creatures cannot do that without controlling a creature so large that it can burrow its way through.
Is that what happened? Were they in control of these creatures, you think?
That's what we deduced traveling down these tunnels.
What?
When did we deduce that?
What? Sorry?
The Behir and Baby were the ones that were...
Yes, but
They blasted their way through here.
But we
But I
didn't
thought we
deduce
did.
that they were being controlled.
Not
by
controlled, but that's the only way that connects with
Well,
where
I
we are
figured the
now.
Behirs were just wild creatures.
And these are people who
And this
happen
is
to
just
spawn.
what they do. That was, but I know nothing of these beasts.
Alright, so these could just be people that happened upon
Yeah.
this tunnel and are exploring it.
We have no way out.
We have
I
no way
say
to
we-
communicate with them either.
I say we return to the surface. We have no way out if we get stuck down here.
I think you're right. I think we try to collapse this tunnel.
Go back, collapse it, and then leave and say that we completed the task.
I agree.
What means do we have to collapse the tunnel?
To have a multitude of means,
I think this. I don't know if Thunderwave was a job.
I collapsed the
It'll-
tunnel before with them.
As do I.
You guys have an array of spells you can use to collapse these tunnels.
And
I use heat metal on the wall.
I stand near the
Speak with it.
as we
If we commune with nature.
if we are going to start moving up the tunnel, I stand at the furthest back with my ice of staff ready to just ice wall literally just everything
Just
behind
zigzag
us.
it behind
Just
you.
zigzag it behind us in
Okay.
case anything intends to follow us.
Well, it's easy enough. You guys get yourselves into position, backing up, and whichever one of the three of you cast it first. There's this loud blast of thunder. All of you kind of have to cover your ears, and some of you are kind of running and backing up as you see some of the tunnel kind of collapse around. You guys have to jump back away from it. But you see the section of like kind of leading in towards that chamber where he originally kind of stepped forward a little bit more. Dust settles. It's part of the tunnel is collapsed. How many more thunder waves do you guys want to use collapsing tunnels?
That's what I was gonna say. We could.
I have
So that was whichever one of you decide amongst yourselves who cast the thunder wave first. Mark off that spell.
well
I didn't actually know that we were gonna do that.
I intended to be certain
I'll do it.
that
Totally not covered down.
let me make sure I have that not
You guys were all making fun of me because I wanted to use Thunderwave, collapse it all.
No, to clear out a collapsed tunnel.
I didn't-
Well, how many thunder waves? Because I don't have thunder wave prepared. First of all, and second of all, I don't have fireball
I
prepared.
don't
Yes.
have
I
it.
have
I
it
read them a long
prepared.
time ago.
And I have 2 slots that I could use.
Including that one? The first one to collapse?
One now.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
he has fireballs.
okay. So, between 3 fireballs and another thunder wave, you guys working your way up every so often, turning, throwing a spell out, collapse multiple sections of this tunnel as you guys go, and you eventually end up back in the main chamber of the...
But we left a huge story thread behind.
You eventually end up back in the main area here. What way do you guys want to go? Tunnel you came down originally, the one that goes out the secondary tunnel, or one of the 2 tunnels you haven't gone down yet?
Maybe we should go down the middle one that had
the straight shot and the most blood, just to check.
If we want to be certain, we should at least clear out check the 2 tunnels on the way out.
We should check the 2 tunnels that are currently clear, and if we see nothing, then we should see if we can take some time and clear the tunnel that was collapsed.
Okay. Which one do you guys want to go down? The center one or the far one?
Center. Yeah.
Billy is just drawn to bloodshed.
That's the first thing someone says.
As you go down the central tunnel, going along, you see that this seems to be where the Behir drug the majority of its prey from. Is this central tunnel? This seems to be where most people tried to run when it first appeared, and there is just gore and bits and pieces left here and there. As you guys go, like maybe about 5 minutes down the tunnel, you come to, there is a small chamber, and you can hear the sound of rushing water. You come to and see that there is what looks like what would have been a bridge across this small open chasm, where you can see about 50 feet down. You can see that there is on the one side a waterfall that's kind of naturally running through, where there's kind of a crack in the stone where the water is running from, going down below, kind of running along the bottom of this chasm and going down in through another hole, just kind of going off away. And you can see the bridge that was here, the railroad for the track would have continued across this, but the bridge is broken out with about a 40-foot gap between this side and the next.
Oh, so it's like a pretty big water area? Pretty big street, right?
Yeah, you can see that the waterfall is maybe like 10 feet across, but it's like 15, 20 feet away from the ledge. So it kind of like comes up where you guys are coming out of the tunnel. There's a little bit further, and there's kind of a ledge. There's the bridge that would have spanned the gap, about 40 feet, and then there's another side where the tunnel continues further ahead. The waterfall falls off the wall to the right, down to the chasm below, and goes onward out of sight.
You should look behind the
So
waterfall.
it's like a stream.
Essentially, and
behind
it's about 50 feet down to the bottom of the chasm that you guys would have to cross.
Never chase them, but always check behind them.
So what are you guys doing?
Where do the blood trails go? Do we see any?
Oh, there's blood on the other side, and there's blood still here that...
There's
So
blood
basically,
everywhere.
Clearly
jump the
where
gap.
the bridge had like fallen through. Okay. Or fallen out. Or whatever.
This is down the third tunnel.
This is down the central tunnel.
How far of a drop is it?
About 50 feet.
50?
Yeah.
How far down the bridge? Is the bridge broken on like one side? Like would...
No, the whole thing is broken out.
Okay. So it's not like hanging.
No. It's not... it was a constructed bridge
Oh.
rail track would have continued from the elevator shaft to here.
Gotcha.
And this is
Well,
all broken out.
so I suppose that answers this direction. Shall we continue down the other?
Yeah, probably just turn around and go down that last one.
Is it possible to get to the waterfall, or is it go right down to the hole?
To get to the waterfall itself, you would need to be... It's about 25 feet off of the cliff edge, and you can attempt to climb out to it if you want to, but it's not reachable from either side. You would need to be out in open space to get to where the waterfall is.
Billy, come here. Look and see if you can see anything behind that waterfall. There's an open cavern or anything.
You just call me Billy.
Why are you
Possibly.
staring at the water?
Listen.
I do intend to jettison yourselves with your
Am I
with that
apparently
bottle.
perception
If you're
checking
gonna
the waterfall?
want to check yourself over there.
So 21.
21?
Wait, 22.
It's water. You can see that there is a spot where it's coming out of, but it seems as if...
It's falling. Yes. Water and it's falling zone.
Oh,
I
thank.
don't
Well,
know what
you
you-
know, you want to be sure about these things.
I guess.
If it was rising, there would be something worth checking out.
Well, Zon, I'd be more curious about where the rest of the bridge went.
Looking down, you can see it's all smattered and broken along the bottom of the chasm.
Yes, and leading to where? Where does the water flow to?
It hits down to where the bottom of this pit is, essentially, runs along, and then it falls in through where there's another crack in the stonework, and it just naturally flows down through there.
I say we turn around and go check the other tunnel. This place is creeping me out.
It was a bridge in... Oh, yes. Good thing, Lillian.
So, you turn back, head the other direction. Go back to the central chamber. Go down the other tunnel. You can see that there is a good amount of blood in this tunnel as well.
That's so weird.
Following it along, you come to where there is a fork.
There's blood.
Where you can see from the map where some of the natural kind of veins from this this main tunnel come from. You going along, you eventually come to where there is a large collapse in the tunnel, and you can see that there is maybe... Actually, make perception checks.
Oh!
Could you actually leave the stream running on your computer?
No.
It was earlier and then it paused.
It like looks paused but while moving.
Is this a visual perception check?
Oh, let's do that. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, it I don't think
Couldn't you just
I'm
like
just gonna
a-
double check to make sure it didn't drop pack.
Would you just spend a little bit of time preparing?
Shut the fuck up. We didn't drop any packets. We're fine.
Now we have a ripped dude's arm on the one screen.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20?
For a bear. I got it. Okay.
28.
13.
Okay. Looking around amongst these, you can see that there is maybe 5 or 6 corpses that are just kind of laying around. Most of them are ripped apart. But Bear and Lily, both of you see, kind of looking amongst them, you see shallow breathing coming from one of the corpses that's nearby. That is just, or one of the bodies that's nearby, just blood all over the front of his face, all down the front.
Can I just spare the dying?
Yeah, Barrett immediately hangs up.
I guess he's conscious.
You run up and you cast Spare the Dying on him to
Okay.
kind of just stabilize him a little bit, and as you do,
Get him your jug of ever-flowing water.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Spray him in the face.
No,
Geyser.
I think I can just put a little-
We
little
can't, guys.
you walk up with your decanter of never any water, and just kind of, he kind of stream, and he just kind of holds it up and just like kind of lets the water just kind of naturally kind of pour in, and you can see as he's just kind of standing there, his hands are just. Thank you. What are you doing? What happened?
How are you alive?
The gods. They're so angry. They brought their wrath on us.
What happened?
We were working and they came through the wall. Ran up here and everything was shaking. And I woke up and I heard them come down the tunnels a couple times. Take some of the others. And you see he just kind of looks around at the creature or the corpses around him. You just see this look of horror come across his face. Oh no. What have I done?
What?
And you can just take a moment to kind of look around at some of the other corpses that are around here. A lot of them look partially eaten, but not by a Behir. It's the only way
Other
somebody
things.
could survive in a tunnel for a month and a half by himself.
Lily.
You just kind of see that he.
What came through the walls?
Big.
What's further down?
Legs.
What's further down the tunnel?
It's the tunnel's collapsed right around where he is, where the rest of these bodies are kind of laying.
Are we around the? Sorry.
You are down the far tunnel, which would have wrapped up around, and kind of based off the map, you can tell that you're not super far away from where the elevator is, but the tunnel is completely collapsed here.
I see.
So there's no, you can't go any deeper. It's just dead end.
I mean, there are the veins that kind of went off from this
the
one,
main
but
tunnel.
yeah, this is kind of where the main tunnel ends.
So the only tunnel that connected was the one we had chosen to go down. The others were blocked off, right?
Say that again. Sorry.
So we checked the middle tunnel. The bridge fell out. We're
Mhm.
checking this tunnel now, and it's blocked off.
The only tunnel we
So
we
the
we
tunnel
didn't
we
explore completely is the breached tunnel.
There was the breach
And
tunnel,
the one
and then there was
that's
the
blocked
heavily collapsed
But
tunnel.
we can't get through that, so.
Yeah.
Yes. We accidentally picked the most direct route.
Yeah.
Did you?
You're safe now.
You can just see just
How old
tears.
is he? Is he like?
He's probably like his late 40s, and you can just see his tears just kind of.
Is he a human?
Yeah. You can see small streams, and it seems as if he's very dehydrated at this point. But you can just kind of hear just like dry sobbing. Thank you. As he just kind of like clings to you and just like is desperately.
I just kind of just. Yes, you will live.
Well, we've got our ticket. Someone heal the man and let's go.
We will find a way.
I literally don't have any healers left.
Uh,
I
I get. Yeah.
higher
I'll
level.
a bear would help.
An
him
Obear
out
would
cast
totally
cure
do it.
wounds.
Okay.
I'll just kind of-
And he doesn't have a ton of HP to begin with, but yeah, he kind of casts the cure wounds into him, picks him up, and a bear kind of naturally lets him drape his shoulder over his.
Was there another that was? Is there anybody else that was alive here?
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And he seems like he's kind of in shock. So, where are you guys going? Back out
We
the.
have to go back around through the tunnel we originally came
Are
in.
you coming the original one, or are you going to go out the secondary air shaft?
I'd say the way we know.
Nice.
Well, yeah. I mean, wouldn't the secondary air shaft be farther away from where we want to go in the long run, anyways?
Potentially, but maybe not.
Shall we
I
not?
don't know that we have that.
Directionally, can we figure that out?
Do we have any?
I mean, it doesn't put you super far out of the way. Maybe an extra like 40 minutes, but
I suppose we
people
could
that are-
consider the collapse safe.
The people that are in this room with him dead, does it look like they were killed by like a Behir, or does it look like they were killed via?
make a medicine check.
This man could be insane.
That is a 22.
22. Kind of take a moment to kind of look over the other corpses that are down here. You can see that there are most of the corpses look like they are getting ripped open, just kind of remnants, and you can see that like there are some kind of near right where he was sitting. But take a moment over to the one that is mostly just bitten and like kind of consumed. You get the idea, is like kind of consumed by him. You see that the skull is kind of crushed in on the front, almost as if by like a rock or something.
I kind of turned to him. What happened to this one? Looks.
I don't know what happened to him. I woke up and I was by myself. Roll an insight check.
Because I'm proficient. I always forget that.
Because I don't care.
I want to make sure I'm proficient. Shit, where's it at? 23.
3. You notice that like whenever he turned to look at it, it was almost like Like he seems very frail and shaky at this point. When he turned to look at that, you could see there was almost like an instant like stiffening. Like he's not as frail and as weak as he seems.
We'll get you out of here. We'll get you safe. Although, I'll be honest with you, I do have a few questions as to sort of the specifics of this operation. I believe.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's get you out of this mine first. Let's get you some food and some water. Once we sit outside in the bright sunlight, I believe that you'll feel a lot more at ease and we can have a proper conversation.
All right. And you. So which way are you guys going?
Back the way we came.
So you guys working your way back through the original tunnel, past the jewelers' stations. You get to the elevator, where you see where you guys had kind of had to rig the chains in place. And as you guys go back up, I need Fenrir.
A bear walks up behind Fenrir. Grabs his shoulders.
Also give an inspiration.
Has guidance on him.
Give an inspiration to Korak and just say, "You look really strong today, Korak. Good luck."
Thanks.
Athletic checks. As you try to let yourselves back up.
I kind of forgot about that part.
Should I use
Dear
my
God.
last range? Wait, how many ranges do I have on my level?
You don't have to use it until you see what your role is.
Oh, is that true?
For the
You don't, but you
inspiration.
don't learn whether or not
No,
it's
I'm talking about
success.
rage. I'm talking about rage.
Happens.
Oh, I don't.
You do know that there were
It only lasts for like a little bit.
it lasts for 1 round.
Is it 1 round?
It's either 1 round or 1
yeah,
minute,
I mean,
but
you
after you
use it. Just
once.
use it. Definitely use it.
You're
Definitely use
you
it.
know
Just
you
to
know
make
with how
sure.
far up you have to go, it will be multiple checks.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Oh,
If you want to raise, I can just
Wait,
keep
so
stabbing
I
you in the
have to
side.
use this on this one if I want to, or do I have to?
Well,
You won't have to use it
It
specifically.
technically lasts
Can you
for a
you can
minute?
choose to use it.
can he continue
Okay.
rubbing his shoulder?
I'll just keep punching you in the side.
So
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Mine's a 23.
I'll take damage. 1 point ahead.
23.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I'm gonna
one
rage.
damage.
I'm gonna keep punching him in the side while he's raging.
That's
You have
a lot.
okay. So you have to do damage.
I like to do damage.
You have to do damage
You
to
can
make
stab
his
me.
rage continue.
Stab me in the
I
arm.
mean, if I'm stabbing you, you might give up on your grip. Might.
Maybe we should just go the other way.
Like, can we? This is the only way up.
No, this is fun. Wait. So am I raging? Yeah, I'm raging.
No, like
25.
Okay. So as the two of you, it's a little bit easier. You guys can kind of be a little bit looser with it because you're naturally lifting with the elevator. You don't want to essentially let it go because otherwise it'll just go, boom, go right, just go whipping up. as you
Quick,
just
Zon, stab me in the back.
as you two are going.
I don't want to do that.
Can I bite his calf?
It is not like a
Who would
it
do
is
that?
not like a 12-second ride. It is like a minute and a half process of going up. So you would need to continuously be taking
Yeah,
damage
that's
the whole
the,
time.
that's the
Poke me in the
idea.
eyes.
That's I'm serious. That's my plan.
I don't actually feel
We're just-
comfortable doing that.
Scratching him, biting or something.
Have a bear do it. He loves attacking me. No matter
Nibble
what
on his
character I'm
ear.
playing.
He's just clinging at him and just gnawing on his leg.
No, I'm way too busy.
Alright, fine.
We should just go the other
My last
way.
range of the day wears.
Make second athletic checks, Fenrir and
You have an
Can-
inspiration base, though.
We're gonna fucking die.
yeah, you do guidance.
What?
So you can add an extra d4.
21.
25.
25. Okay.
No, I did.
You guys eventually. It's easier going up than it is going down.
Cool, yeah.
The elevator
I think I raged.
comes to a rest. You guys find yourselves back on the original first floor of the mine shaft. With taking the time to go down the other tunnel to go and finish exploring everything else, it's a little bit closer, pushing to like 7, 8 o'clock at this point. So, what do you guys want to do?
Hey, Zon.
Make camp here.
I also found these Bahir teeth.
No, I want to get out of
I
this mine.
coughed them from the beast.
Well,
Can you
Oh,
use them
we
to
make it out.
You're back. You're on the base level, like the entrance tunnel that you guys came in.
I could probably find somebody.
Like
in
you guys are
town
near
to
like
get
the
back
foreman
that can
office
use these
and
materials.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I
we're
was
not
thinking
out of
maybe
the
we
mine
should
yet.
use
Right.
it as
Yeah, but you
evidence
can
of
see
having
the
seen the
entrance
beast
from where you
anyways.
guys are standing. So
But,
where do you guys want to make camp? Do you guys want to make camp inside the mine? Do you guys want to go out into the forest and make camp?
I would rather just go out into the forest.
I don't see
I've had enough.
Yeah, we've done that before, and I don't
If
really
I-
like the mine and collapsing and whatever the fuck could be done.
Why
you know?
don't we
Well,
ruin the
Well, they're only
elevator?
d20.
Rolling a d20 for reasons. Natural 1.
Okay.
So I get 2. Do I get to re-roll? Because I'm lucky, I'm naturally lucky. It's a halfling thing.
I don't know how that shit works.
Yeah, me
That's
neither.
what it is. Anytime you roll a natural 1.
Say, yeah, roll another d20.
What is he trying to do?
I don't know. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 1 again. 6.
What are you guys doing?
Well,
It's going to bite me.
I was saying we could ruin the elevator
I don't.
and then camp in the mine and have only one entrance to worry about.
Nothing's going to come up the
Well, I'm
elevator.
inclined to agree, but people seem worried.
Well,
We just don't want to be in the
Well,
mine full
my
of dead
intention-
bodies that we almost died in.
I know where I'm camping, or I intend to prefer to camp, is at the entrance of the mine, where I would cast my tiny hut outside and just stay in my invisible barrier where nothing else can enter and be nice and safe. And also no other creatures could exit as well. I would place it nicely. Unless they destroy the
Sounds good to me.
exit.
Yeah.
Also, what was your name, sir?
Shit.
I'm not
Riso.
there. Reese
Well, Riso,
really doesn't write down names.
I'm certainly
I'm gonna call him Reason.
hopeful that
Insultingly.
you might
It's a reason.
He's all withered.
tell us a little more about this mine.
I mean, he goes into. You kind of get the idea just from talking to him that
This guy just stole something.
he's more or less just a worker.
Sure.
Talks about how they go down in through the tunnels, just clearing as they go. Bringing anything they have, throwing them into the mine carts. They come back into the central chamber where they are processed for stone that is usable for stone cutting, any gemstones that are found. Predominantly found in this mine is gold and silver veins. It's very forthcoming.
I have a question about how potentially meta I can be. Given that I had a high insight check. But I don't know what the fuck this was about.
You don't.
No. Am I allowed to check my possessions?
Yeah. You check through all your stuff. You've got all your items.
Your parrying dagger, John.
I'm...
Do you have one again?
No. If I did, it'd probably get stolen.
That'd be funny.
But yeah, as you guys take a little bit of time setting up your camp, kind of outside the tunnel, like kind of a little bit more towards the woods, Sindal takes the time to cast the spell to make the same type of small orb that you all saw in the Heart of Magic, where the Empress was protecting herself, where she casts Leon's tiny hut. As you guys are getting ready to break and set camp up for the night, as we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. Hope any of you that were watching enjoyed it. If you did, give us a follow. If you liked it, disliked it, have thoughts, comments, anything. The chat seems to work like half the time for us, so send us a message if you have any kind of like criticism, or you can talk to us on Twitter. We have a Twitter and Facebook, both of which are Roll Perspective. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. And I think that's pretty much gonna call it then. So,
Sure.
Thank
Find
you
out
guys for
next
watching.
week what that roll is for.
we will see you guys next Wednesday.
Y'all bitches lucky for banish.
Dudes.
Are you kidding? We're invincible.